I have something that might interest you. I'm replacing the cat ears, chat. I don't want to add more images to this thing. But we can get them back if the situation calls for it. Okay, for now, let me just check where this one is located. There you go. Oh, the dog by itself is a little scary, huh? Chat, there you go. I think it spins a little fast, but... it spins a little fast to be on stream constantly, but... but I found a transparent spinning blacha. Yep, there you go. That's pretty cool, huh? I hope the sound effects aren't exploding your ears. They should still be the same volume. Use them as a follow notification. I like my follow notifications having some amount of sound though. I could add a spinning blacha as one of the follow notifications. Yeah. I mean, I could add a sound to him as well. I like the idea of having many different little follow notifications. How are you guys doing? How are you gals doing? How's your days? Yours is Dais's. I kinda know Floss's day. What do you guys guys and gals? Being woke is so hard. No, I'm joking. That one's a joke. What are you up to? Floss, I hope you're up to working on that commission that you told me to remind you to work on while you watch the stream. Have the art program open. Have the art program open. You're gonna play Sims. And open the program! Yeah! Let's go! And Toasty is up to watching the stream. That's, yeah, it's a first monitor kind of oh. I thought I was first monitor content. How could you do that? I'm joking, don't worry. I'm aware. I read the things out so you can have me on a second monitor. Don't worry. You guys love it? You guys? Oh, I'm the first screen. That's all. What are you playing though? More Tetris? You beating it on difficult mode? Okay, let me get into the game. Ah, nice. I keep hitting start, by the way. Happened last stream too. I clicked start instead of continue. Monday. Potentially Tetris. Yeah. Potentially Tetris. That game's pretty fun, huh? There you go. That's where we were. Right before the big, long flashback. Okay, let me get into character for the Evelyn accent one last time, because I don't think we'll hear much from her during the flashback. Unless I decide... Oh, I'll have to decide how I make Sophie and potentially Amelia sound once we see them. I'll try not to think about it, I'll try to go with the moment. You get to listen... Oh, the Blacha is still on screen, is he not? I'm taking him off for now. I think he... No, I can't. He's spinning so fast. I feel like the Blacha spins so fast, though. I feel like it's distracting. Oh, also my PNG tuber is not moving. Guy. There, I minimized him. I'm alive. Oh, you can remove him now. Okay, I read. You hit me with the most mind-bending typo. The N-O-E instead of N-O-W. Because it makes it sound like you're just going, no, or you were writing Joe. No, you're fine. I'm just explaining my confusion. You know, this could be a mistyped now or a mistyped Joe, or you maybe just meant to say Noe. Alright. Just, I'm not gonna mute for this, just don't make fun of me. Papa! Papa! Could I have 5 pence to buy a little pretzel from the corner store? Some fish and chips, perhaps? Oh, God. No, Chad! I thought we talked about this. I'm joking, don't worry. I'm faking being razzled. Don't actually be sad. This is the correct emote to put. Papa, could I buy a pretzel? I would need 5 pence to go to the corner store. Everything is set up. Are the two of you ready to begin? Am I? That was the last time I'll do the accent because we're done seeing her. Sure. I guess so. Yeah, I'm ready. Good. Please just close your eyes and relax. One step ahead of you. After a while, you will slowly drift off to sleep. Don't worry about anything. I will make sure to wake you up once you're done. Alright. And then, no more voices. Silence. I just lie here, motionless, wondering whether I'm doing anything wrong. Maybe I just suck at falling asleep. But then, after a while, everything starts to feel increasingly heavy. Like I couldn't move even if I tried. But I didn't try. I don't have a reason to. Honestly, maybe it'd be nice if everything could stay this way. If I could just peacefully stay here while the other team solves all this and wins the game. And then, if I'm lucky, I'll never have to wake up again. No, boy! Dot 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 dot. That's where I stopped. This is where I stopped. Whoa! Whoa! New art! Oh, they instantly hit me with Sophie. Oh, I have to go quick into the Mind Palace. What does she sound like? I'm getting kinda a Genki Gal kinda vibe here. Maybe she gets the full southerner accent. The full-on Midwest. Yee cowboy R accent. But I also have to do a woman voice at the same time. Oh, I'm insecure now. I have to think in my mind palace. Hey, not bad. You always practicing here? Sometimes. Hey, sorry. I just heard music from in here and I was wondering what's going on. Didn't mean to bother you. Oh, it's fine. I was done anyway. Perfect timing, huh? Really fun. Really though, that was pretty good. What's the song called? I didn't think of a title yet. Think of a title? Oh, wait a second, you wrote that yourself? I didn't even know you played an instrument in the first place. You're telling me you write your own songs too? How cool! Oh, it's not nearly as impressive as it seems. I mean, anyone could play something as simple as this if they gave it a try, but... yeah, oh, thanks, yeah, I guess. Oh, come on! No need to be so modest. It's rare to find anyone who still picks up a real instrument in the first place. Being able to play anything is more impressive enough. I mean, if you ask me. And either way, whether it was difficult to play doesn't really have anything to do with how much I liked it, doesn't it? Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. Sorry, I just didn't want you to expect much, or too much, like, or something. I don't know. Idiot. Oh, yeah. Adrian, right? We never really talked. talk despite being in the same year and all, huh? Oh, yeah, I guess so. I just don't stand out that much, haha. Huh. That's how it is when you spend the breaks in here, huh? Oh, sorry. That's not that there's anything wrong with that, as long as you're happy with it. Yeah. Anyway, I got a class coming up. Gotta go for now. Oh, okay. It was nice to talk to you, though. Would you mind if I stop by again? Sure, if you want to. Well, see ya. I will say, in this environment, Adrian's behavior screams socially inept a lot more than somehow in the dev game environment. I feel like in the dev game environment it felt a lot more like, yeah, someone that's smart and cunning might be like this, but being juxtaposed with a social butterfly type girly, really... He is still younger. I guess he still hasn't accepted that he is a mysterious, quiet Sigma male yet, you know? Oh, shit. Bye. Maybe it's the voice I'm giving him. I get a pfft. She got it was a joke. Hey there, how's it going? Oh, hi. What's that look for? I told you I'd come by again. I mean, yeah, true. Oh, I guess so. That, yeah, in his internal monologue, we get what, Oma, it's time for the rewrite of this game. I'll mod this game, I'll take out all the internal monologue. I'm not gonna do that, I would have to work in, but I'm just, the thought would be funny. Like, how would Adrian... I guess you might have thought about this extensively because you had to write, or to some extent at least, because you had to write how the other characters perceive Adrian. Doing a weird chat. I'm sure both of you have watched Steins Gate. Now, I've only read the visual novel for Steins Gate. And now I'm wondering, does the Steins Gate anime have Hohen Kyoma's internal monologue? Look at what I'm playing. And you made this. You can't say that to me. Don't worry, I'm not actually mad. So yeah, there's... You know, I'm just asking if you're gonna make an anime out of this. Okay, that's fair. I'll be honest, I watched Steins Gate 0 and I don't remember how it was in that, but I feel like they wouldn't have his whole entire internal monologue, because most animes don't have a character's entire internal monologue the whole time, and there's a lot of internal monologue in the Steins Gate visual novel too. And I just thought of that, because like, when you turn this into an anime, I'm just wondering if, you know, you'll have to think about how it will look when we can't hear his internal monologue, or if we, you know. Yeah. Hey, they can turn Yuno, Girl Who Chants at World's Edge, into an anime, and that whole shit has a mega dialogue tree. Steins Gate has its whole tree thingies. This one seems easier to adapt still. You just show him looking at the log whenever he does on the golden route. You know. I'm just saying. Or it can be a subtitle track, or like you can, I don't know, on YouTube you can have the backlog in the description of the episode. It doesn't quite work out, but I'm not... You know, the story can be told without the viewer possibly accessing the backlog. Though it won't be able to be influenced by the viewer's decisions, but... You know, they've adapted to more fucked up visual novels. I mean, yeah, true. Adrian says it too. Oh well, here I am. little sooner today, but I'll just sit quietly in this corner and read a bit, so don't let me stop you at all. Stop? From practicing, duh. Wait, you just want to sit there? Yeah, thought you'd play something nice for me. Oh, but I'll mostly be just playing the same song again. Oh, perfect. I was hoping I'd get a chance to hear the full thing this time. Alright, if you say so, then just give me a second. Oh, damn. I only heard a bit of the ending last time, but you've gotten a whole lot better, haven't you? Sounded way more precise. Something like that. Dunno, not an expert on music. I mean, I didn't practice much else since last time after all, but thanks, I guess. Are you planning to actually record this? Like a real song or something? At some point, maybe. I'm still working on the lyrics, not really making all that much progress, but if I ever get it done, I might upload it somewhere. I was in the city today, and there was a person actually playing the guitar and singing, and a lady was doing that, and another woman was filming it with professional shit. They were like recording a whole thing. It was kind of cute. I just walked by though, because I was carrying stuff. But Adrian would not record it outside in like the, you know, in the city center. Fußgängerzone is their English word for that. Footwalker zone. And they would not record it in the footwalker zone. Wait, for real? Lyrics? You can sing as well? I mean, he's here. This kind of, or does he take the teleport tube to uni, or this might be school? About as much as I can play the guitar, so no, but doesn't really matter. I'm just doing this for myself anyway, for fun and stuff. Well, as long as you tell me once you're done, I'm excited to see what you can come up with. Sure, I'll do that, so... Oh, you want me to leave for now? Can let you practice in peace if you'd like. Do whatever you want. You're not bothering me or anything. Riz! Heh, glad to hear it. Well, then I'll just continue for now, but if you want to say anything, then I'll do just that, don't worry. Okay. Adrian, you said anyone could write something as simple as that, right? Yeah. Do you think you could teach me, if you feel like it? Wait, what? Well, I thought it might be fun. I always wanted to play an instrument, but I don't know, I never got around to it. This might be the best opportunity I'll ever get, you know? But I barely know anything beyond the basics myself. I'm not sure if I'm the best choice for this. Oh, I don't care about that. Best case is we both learn something new. Worst case, well, I still won't know how to play the guitar, but like, then I could at least prove you wrong about anyone being able to write something like that. Though really, no pressure if you don't feel like it. I just thought it might be a cool thing to do. And stuff. Oh my god, she likes you, Adrian. I mean, as long as you're not expecting anything out of it, fine by me. At least you won't just be sitting around and watching then. Ha! I guess you're right. Well, you want to start right away, or... Mm-hmm, sure. Oh, damn, I can't believe how quickly you're improving. You're gonna catch up to me in no time. Oh, well then, quit slacking. How's your song coming along, anyhow? Decided on a title yet? No, not really. I'm just not really getting anywhere with it at the moment. Uh-oh, what's the matter? I don't know. It's just, recently I can't seem to focus on the guitar all that much. Oh, how so? Too busy with studying? Yeah, I guess so. Sorry. Idiot, why are you apologizing? Sure, that sucks, but At least you're already prepping for the exams. I mean, I haven't even thought about those. Oh, wait, what? You're aware they're starting next month, right? Yeah, sure, but in the end, I don't care all that much about the results anyway. Uh, Not like I'm planning to go to uni or anything like that. Okay, we're in school. But you already know what you want to do? More or less. Can you keep something to yourself? Didn't really tell my friends about it yet. Studying 1 month before the exams. Yeah, he's an early studier. Yeah. That's crazy. Couldn't be me. Genuinely, I couldn't do it. It's like not real when it's 1 month away. Like, I have other things to do, like not thinking about that. Sure, I mean, who am I supposed to talk to anyway? Ah, good point. Have I ever mentioned that I don't have a Neuralink? No, but I already heard that elsewhere. Oh, is that how it is, huh? Talking to people is too much to ask, but eavesdropping is fine, huh? No comment. Got you? Well, anyway, I'm not planning to change that. Wait, you're gonna leave the zones? Mm-hmm. I know, it's much safer here and I can continue living my life without any worries and blah blah blah, but much more than any of that. I want to experience things, be free, and live life without a chip in my head. I understand that, but don't you worry, it's not a rash decision, I promise. I have some good friends that share a house and still have room for me. I went there a bunch of times already, and honestly, it's in a really safe area. The corps might act as if pure anarchy reigns outside the zones, but trust me, that hasn't been the case in a long time. There are many beautiful places, and much more beautiful than anything you'd find here. I believe you. No, really, it's alright. I was just surprised. Yeah, I guess I can't hold that against you. That's why I barely told anyone about it yet. Feels good to do so, though. Well, it's a good thing I don't have any friends, huh? Exactly. Friendless Riz. Yeah. What are you doing there? Where's the guitar? That's what people call studying. At least I call it that. Boo, boring. Oh, obviously. Not like I'm doing this for fun. Just really can't afford to mess up now. Aren't you, like, super smart anyway? I'm sure you'd, like, ace the exams either way. Not smart enough to skip studying. My parents are gonna kill me if I... Oh, wait, you're even taking notes? For real? Majide? That's my Japanese, what she would say in Japanese there. Isn't that all saved on your fancy chip thingy anyway? When's the Japanese dub coming? Japanese voice acting for this one. And the Japanese would love this game. Tell them it was from 1998 and is a PC 98 game. They would love it. They would be like, whoa, Majide, incredible. Asugoi. Yeah. Yeah. Just deep seek it. Just put it into deep seek. You can release it in Chinese as well. No, I'm joking. I don't think that would be the easiest solution. Well, it would be the easiest, but like I don't think it would be satisfactory to an author like yourself. And I agree with that, I think. Yeah, the Japanese, if they want to read it, they should do the things that English people needed to do to read some of the Japanese ones that didn't have subs in English. Go and learn English, or download a translation software that reads your screen and then can translate the thingies live as you're playing. They should need to hop through these hoops too sometimes to experience real German authorship in English. I mean, I don't know, it's just easier to organize my thoughts on paper and... Wait, why am I even explaining this to you? Where are your notes? Question. Uh, why doesn't he just say his notes out loud and then he can read them in the log? Or do they, like, turn off your log for the exam? I guess they might. You don't get to use your phone during an exam either, but it feels like... It feels a little invasive to turn your log off. Have the teacher turn them off. As if I'd bother with notes. Never have, never will. If I ever forget anything, it probably wasn't that interesting to begin with. Real. He prefers to organize them that way. I guess that makes sense. I don't have a log either currently. I'll have to pay attention. But how do you study for an exam if you can just... Why don't you just use the nanobots to Google it? I guess you don't have internet access on your fancy little chip. What good is it if it can't play a doodle jump in your brain? This is truly Oh, it's about understanding now and not about memorizing. A woke take? Come on! They should not. This is truly an capitalistic hellscape we found ourselves in, huh? The damn corpos. They've changed school and made it even worse. Now I have to understand things too and not just say what was said before. Wait, never? So you don't have like a diary either? What? A diary? Do I seriously look like someone who'd keep a diary? No, I mean I thought everyone without a Neuralink would have one or a journal or something. Where'd you hear that? Well, I'm sure some people do, but I'd never. But aren't you constantly forgetting stuff then? God, you're acting like I got dementia or something. Did you ever feel like I forgot about anything relevant you told me? Not yet. Oh, I have a log. Just roll up. Just mouse wheel up. I cracked the code. Just mouse wheel up. I guess when you click right click, it's also right there. I just never felt like that wouldn't be a log. Because we're in our memories. But that's good. I think it's good that the log is there. Not yet. Well, sooner or later you probably will, won't you? True, but maybe that isn't all that bad. I just think that might be how we're supposed to live, how we used to live in the first place. Before Neuralinks became a thing, people didn't always remember everything either, you know? Yeah, of course, but I still think that people back then wrote things down and stuff. Sure, not gonna argue with that, but they didn't write everything down. Not every single word they ever heard or said. Just the things they personally thought of as important. The things they didn't want to forget no matter what. And you don't have anything like that? I just trust my brain to decide for itself. If someone tells me something and I forget about it, I probably just didn't care enough. If I can't recall a place I've been to, just because I didn't take any pictures, well then I guess the time I spent there just didn't leave much of an impression. In other words, I love you. Fly me to the moon. If I still remember something after years have passed, then I truly know that it's something that matters to me. That's how I choose to think of it, at least. I mean, I'm not sure human memory works like that. Oh, shut up. My point is, if I failed the exams just because I didn't take any notes, then the teachers should have just tried teaching something that's relevant in the first place. And with that, have fun cramming. She's so real. Real, 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 real. I need a real button on my soundboard. Maybe I don't. I can say words myself. I can't make a vine boom myself. Yeah, thanks. Hi. You alright? Riz Lord Adrian. Hey, you alright there? Somebody stop him. Yeah, I mean, it's nothing serious. I just finally told a couple of friends about my plans. What I want to do after school, I mean. And, well... It's not? Sorry. You alright? Like that? Sorry, I should go back to saying, are you alright? More like that, I hear you. Well, let's just say their reactions weren't quite as relaxed as yours. Perhaps not even close to it. But hey, not like I expected anything else. Oh, well, at least it shows that you're important to them. I mean, sure, I know they mean well, but my God, does that make it any less tiring? I mean, do they have that little trust in me? Do they really think I haven't thought this through for years? That I don't know what I'm doing? What do you mean not like this? I think I'm doing great. Don't worry. You don't need to add anything constructive. I just wanted to get that off my chest. Otherwise, I'd have shouted at them the next we meet. Well, maybe I'll still do that after all. Who knows? Understandable, yeah. No need to look so serious. It's fine, really. In the end, they'll have to come to terms with it anyway. And let's be real. You'd have probably reacted the same way if you weren't such a damn pussy. Whoa! That's... yeah, but it's probably true. You don't have to say it like that, though. I mean, fucking loser. Sorry. Idiot. But, I mean, I'm glad you're this way, that I can just talk to you without having to overthink everything. Worrying about what you might think or something. So, yeah. Thanks for that. Yeah, thank you too. That you even talked to me in the first place and stuff. Huh? Never mind. No, that's all. That's... You sure? You sure, sugar boy? Oh, little damn pussy boy, that's all you got to say? Are you sure about that? I'm just thinking too much, don't worry. Come on, just say it. I'm not gonna laugh at you. At least not any more than I always do. Come on, sugar pussy boy. It's really not that important. I just once again realized how close all of this is. The exams, you moving... What? I'm just reading out the text. You moving away and... Nah, gonna miss me? You poor little thing. Come on, it's not the end of the world. We can still meet up, pussy boy, you know. You won't get rid of me. Okay, I'll stop. I'm reading the subtext out loud for the people who can't hear the intonation. You won't get rid of me that easily. Sugar pussy boy. That was the last time, alright? Okay, sure, I know, I told you, I'm just thinking too much, alright? Well, as long as you know. But hey, as unfounded as your worries might be, I'm glad to hear you have them. You rarely ever tell me what you think. After all this time, I still sometimes question if you really like to spend the time with me or just lack the courage to say no. Or whether you just don't care either way. Hey, you listening? Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm aware this whole social interaction thing isn't really your strong suit, semicolon, but I can't see what's going on inside your head. I only know what you tell me. Yeah, I know. I will try my best. Yo, Adrian! Hi. Well, how's it going? Okay-ish. Oh, wow. All that studying really paid off, huh? Okay, by my standards, might be a more fitting description. Oh, in that case, I don't need to worry, huh? Well, anyway, I actually wanted to ask you something. You probably aren't going to the graduation party, are you? Going to the graduation party, are you? I got Irish in there. I really have to log in for this. Like, because if I think southerner, that kind of Midwest southerner accent, then it always sneaks in a lot of like, hey sweetie, I just baked you a pie. And not that much of her like lively gankiness, so to say. Of that Yahoo kind of vibe. It's kind of, it's it's like a sweet spot that I'm trying to hit. I'm circling around it, getting closer. Well, sometimes it might end up with a aria at the end, and it sounds Irish. All right, yeah, graduation party. Yeah, that's a thing that's happening, huh? I thought so. But guess what? I was asked to perform as part of the stage program. So yeah, surprise. I agreed. Oh, cool. Yeah, sure, I'll come around. Oh, great. That was the answer I wanted to hear, though. Not even the question I meant to ask. I actually wanted to know whether you'd like to join in, perform together with me. Oh, it's like from the dream sequence. Well, the knocked out sequence. Oh wait, how? What? With the guitar and stuff? No, as a comedy duo, obviously with the guitar and stuff, duh. I know, you barely got around to play recently, but I'd be really glad to play some music with you again, sweet boy. Can I say sweet boy? Thanks for asking and all, but I'm really out of practice, and in general, I don't know, me, standing on a stage? Oh, I'm sure you'd more than manage. Still, I of course don't want to talk you into this or anything, just know that the offer is there, and I don't know if you've seen it, but there's this anime I watched recently, yeah, sure, thank you, I'll think about it. No, I mean, really, it's called Bocce the Rogue, and you could perform with like a little box over your hand. You know, you could go into the Mikan box, you know, the oranges box. You could be in a box playing the guitar. Anyway, we'll see each other there, right? Yeah, of course. Hey, there you are. So, how did you like it? Hey, I calls it how I sees it, no? Oh, almost. Well, I did bump over my water bottle, but it's closed. He is just like the bocce for real, huh? It was great. I didn't expect you to sing as well, to be honest. Yeah, I thought just the guitar might be a bit boring to listen to for most. I wanted to give it a try. Just like you're still planning to with your song. How's that going anyway? Found some time to work on it since the exams are over? Why, well, not really. After all this time has passed, I don't really know how I'm feeling. You know, I'm not feeling it maybe anymore. I kinda think I should start from scratch at this point. Unlike Flo's, who won't be starting from scratch on her commission work that she has open right now and might look over at right now. And she might be a little annoyed that the narrator is saying this right now, but she did personally ask me to do something like this even if it gets her a little annoyed. Yep, that was a little segue to that reminder. Yeah, ha 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 ha. I see, bummer. You sure you don't want to at least record an instrumental version? I doubt I'm the only one who'd like it. I don't know. I would rather not. Oh well. Definitely tell me once you get that once you got that new song done, though. If I'm not the first one to hear it, you're gonna be in trouble. Oh, yeah, sure. Don't worry about it. You promise? Yeah, I promise. Good. Oh, well then, I'll still need to chat with some people here, but I'm going out for drinks with a couple of friends later. You can come too if you want. Oh, now she's starting to hit us with the yeah in written words as well. I've been doing it for the use as well, but she's really got her Genki energy charged up. Or her southern energy, or whatever energy. Oh well, I don't know. I think I'm just a bit exhausted right now, and going out for drinks isn't really your thing anyway. I mean, I used to be like that, Adrian, bro. I get it. Used to perform, or did used to perform, you know, in the school choir, and then afterwards the choir and mostly the orchestra kids, who some of which I was friends with and I liked, were like, "Oh, we're all getting pizza. You want to come along?" And I was like, "Nah, I'll just head home, I think." So I feel him right now. I feel it. It's not. It's very much like, oh, it's like a whole group thing with like a bunch of people, and I just like, you know some of them. I think it would have been fun, but like the me now is like, oh, it's fun to go. It's like, I understand theoretically that that's fun, but me then, I think I was like, nah, no, yeah, I'm just a bit exhausted. I'm a little tired. Yeah, sorry. No need to be. It was just an offer. So you're gonna go home now? I guess so. Okay. Oh, well then. We'll keep in touch, alright? Yeah, sure. And you know how to get a hold of me, right? Of course. Good then. See you soon. Bye. Oh my god! Oh my god! It's Amelia. She's on the screen. We're in university now. I will have my little thoughts / note on some things here already. I like this. I like the text being like this as well. The truth is on the screen. Oh my god. I am... Well, one, it's kind of fun that all of this is in the log, because there's no internal monologue. Two, I think it's a little interesting. I'm still waiting for the moment, possibly, where we use the fact that this is more... I mean, I guess having the portraits already is more than the log, but I'm still... we were talking about the pots and the fact that it's not just the log, it actually is the... You know, you might experience feelings and other things that are connected to the fingers around it. So what I'm saying is we'll hear him play the guitar maybe in the flashback. Maybe we'll get a music scene in the flashback, because even though it couldn't be in the log. I'm not sure. Do I have to open the... I should open the log during the thing just to make sure I get the good ending. I'm saying good ending like I know if there's a good or a bad ending. I just know things get influenced a little bit by opening the log. I'm not even 100% sure if there's multiple endings. Don't tell me! Hold to delete your message right now. And maybe I caught you with that, and maybe you weren't typing. Chatter, toaster. I'm gaming. So I got everything under control. Just... I barely know anything about this Amelia gal, do I? No. You were typing. Got you. What do we know about Emilia? She lost her memories. Her parents are relatively wealthy, I would assume. She likes cult stuff and mystery stuff. And she is gay. Or maybe perchance bi. Her hair is dyed, I think. So she dyes her hair. Yeah, okay, we already had that. She's gay. Boom. Vine boom. And, excuse me, do you mind if I sit here? I'm not doing that. I can't do a gay woman accent. That will actually be unbearable for me to do myself. I gotta... Maybe she's just normal. But I would love to be able to construct the perfect accent from just one line of dialogue and all the knowledge I have. I feel like I should have enough knowledge to know what accent she would sound that accentuates her personality. Excuse me, do you mind if I sit here? There, I'm giving her the Indian accent. I don't think that fits. Excuse-moi, would you mind if I took this seat over here? French, Emilia. Oh, what did what did Autobot... Hold on. What did he do? To her sound gay. Whoa. The Autobot modded gay. The Autobot was protecting me. That's why I'm chat. Like, you're quoting me saying I'm not gonna make her sound gay. Maybe she's just normal. That one is referring to... Oh my god, no. That one was not referring to her not being gay. We know she's gay. But you know what I mean. Come on, I'm not... I'm a foe. Okay, I'm a foe then. I'm evil. You know what I mean. Sometimes you can hear it. Don't judge a book by its cover, but if all the words are written in italics, maybe I can say something about the book at that point, you know? I'm not actually that, like, passionate about this point. Don't worry. Also, on my phone chat, that one didn't show up, the message, but on my other chat I can see it, but I don't have my other chat readily available, so on my phone I actually completely get protected from your uncalled for remarks. I'm joking. Anyway, I'll just try to figure out her voice after reading a bit. I think it might be a little reserved. She doesn't seem like the most kinky gal. You know. I don't think she's all slay. She likes mysteries. That makes me think, you know, her parents are nerd emojis and she likes mysteries. It makes me think she might sound a little more reserved. Not quite as happy-go-lucky as Evelyn in her Evelyn way, or as Sophie in her Sophie way. Yeah, once it's too late. Or once it's too late, is she British? Or is she... I mean, she might be evil. Let's be real, so far Adrian has not gotten traumatized by a woman. And now I'm thinking it might be Emilia who does it and not Sophie. So maybe I give her the psycho voice. Maybe she's just extremely emotionally manipulative. Who knows? Excuse me, do you mind if I sit here? Oh, not at all. Whoa. Is this seat taken? Oh, no. Great. May I sit here? Damn. Excuse me? Do you have a pen I could borrow? Oh, here? Oh, thank you so much. I will return it after class, alright? Here, thanks a lot once more. Sure. Can I sit here? Yeah, of course. Nobody's sitting here, right? You guessed it. I mean, I haven't seen you talking to anyone throughout this entire semester, so... Hey, I mean, not that you're wrong, but... Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you or anything. It's just... It's alright, don't worry. I know you're right, just didn't expect anyone to notice. Well then, that's good to hear. Hey! Oh, hi. Good morning. Morning. What's your name? Oh, Adrian. Good, good. I'm Amelia. It's nice to meet you. She already knows. She already knew. Everyone already knew Adrian. This is not good. Yeah. Nice to meet you too. Hey, Adrian. Hey, Emilia. Did you remember to check... Did you remember or check the log? Check the log. What about you? Who knows? That's messed up! Where are you going? It's lunch break, isn't it? I'm aware, but I was wondering what you would be doing. Oh, well, I just walk around and sit down somewhere. Nothing in particular, really. Real. You're not planning to eat anything? Maybe. I haven't really thought about it yet. I wanted to head to the cafeteria, so if you want to tag along. Oh, sure. So that was food. Yo, Adrian! This guy, always the comedian. Did you not like it? Oh, no, it was fine. Yo, cheap, infallible shopper. You should fucking follow the stream, goddamn robot. I'm not gonna remove the space, bitch. Press follow if you're gonna send your damn chatbots in here. I'm fucking nuking you. Boom. Banned. You're banned. God damn. No class. Should I add that as the chat rules? I do need to add the chat rules. I'll be like, if you're a chatbot, spam, cheap viewers chatbot, you have to follow. For integrity's sake. I'm shaking my head. No honor. At least Emma Dorothy followed, even though she instantly unfollowed after she realized I would not be purchasing her maybe AI-generated emotes. At least she had the decency to act like she was gonna follow the stream. God damn. There was a real scammer with heart. That was a real human that came into chat and was like, haha, you playing for fun or to get bigger? And I'm like, what the hell? So, damn. If there were more chat scam bots like that, that would be more fun. What is this? Post a link without the space. You should gamble. Nobody's gonna copy the link. I guess they're trying to get me to buy viewers. But I have beautiful viewers already. I don't know why I would need that. Sorry, I got sidetracked by the bot. Did you not like it? I'm back to reading. Oh, no, it was fine. I just didn't really know what to say, but I didn't want to stay silent either, so... Oh, don't worry. I don't mind at all. Or did I bother you? I hope you don't feel like I forced you to eat with me. No, no, of course not. I was hungry anyway. Well, why did you ask me to come, though? I did call you beautiful. I mean, you're watching the Wonderful Joe broadcast? You're wonderful. And beautiful, too. Studies have shown all my viewers are beautiful, because so far I know most of my viewers in real life. Plush. Hey. You people. Chatters, you're cute, too. Yeah. And I mean... No, don't be sorry. I don't want you to worry about those too much. You should be focused on playing Sims. Or perchance working on the commission work. It's not like the chatbot is gonna you know, I don't think any of you are gonna decide to buy viewers by copying the link. Like it would also be fine if we didn't ban the cheap viewers at chatbots. It's not like they're spamming a lot and you know. Oh, you just did? Thank you so much. Together we're gonna generate a great woke leftist uprising. Oh. You're funny. Yeah. So anyway. If it's like a chatbot that's just posting like 20 times, or they're posting like some kind of bad message, I'll also get on it more. But if they're just saying buy cheap viewers here, and then it's a link that isn't even a link that you have to forcibly decide to click on, like, don't worry about it. I can ban them myself. I can physically ban them, because that's a nice thing of having chat on my phone. It's a tap with my finger on the big ban button. It's nice. It's a little bit more tactile, I feel, than doing it with a mouse. And it doesn't hurt anyone if that kind of message is in the chat for like even a minute or something. All right, don't worry. We don't need, you know. I'm glad to have my mod Flo's moderating the chat as well, but for that kind of thing, you don't gotta worry about doing it fast. Yeah, don't worry. Like I said, that's not dangerous at all. That's fine. I know, I was hungry anyway. Why did you ask me to come, though? Well, why not? I think that's a rather normal thing for people to do, wouldn't you say? I guess you're right. Oh, I'm glad you think so too. I honestly wasn't sure whether it was. I see. Well, as you noticed, I don't really know anyone here, so I don't mind the company at all. Yeah. Oh, I don't either. That's why I thought about talking to you in the first place. You seemed like a nice person, and like you didn't have anyone to talk to either. Just like me. Really? Didn't strike me as the loner type. You managed to approach me just fine after all. Adrian checked the log. She said next to you like 10 times. Oh, come on, that was nothing. Anyone could do something as simple as that. Anyone, huh? Well, don't you think so? I don't know. I was never really one to approach other people. Has already been that way back at school. Only really had one friend who I got to know a few months before graduation. And she was the one to talk to me first, so yeah. Well, surprise. It wasn't all that different for me. I also only had one actual friend at school who has approached me first as well. Although, a couple of years earlier than in your case, I suppose. Well, Thinking about how we first spoke made me feel like I should give it a try as well. Like I should take the initiative this time. Walk up to someone and talk. So, trust me, this wasn't easy for me either. She's lying! Ah! You're being manipulated, Adrian! Watch out! The harlot is coming! I see. Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe I should give it a try too. You should. Either way, I take it you won't mind if we do something like this more often from now on. No, of course not. Good. Good! Good! She has her hands together, tapping her fingers one after another. Oh, am I not supposed to? You're... Hey, I'm glad you're picking up on it. That I'm reading her a little bit. The music is intense. It's a little intense. It'll be really funny when she's actually really sweet and kind like Evelyn. And what you meant, a voice you'd give her with more knowledge, you'll figure it out eventually once it's too late, is that actually Emilia is one of Evelyn's 3 android sisters. And that's why she should actually be like, so, have you tried talking to anyone? And I should give her the mother, I require a pence to buy a toast at the store down the street voice. Anyway. I don't know, maybe she's normal. Maybe there's no evil. But maybe it was an accident when she used him. Because he didn't notice it himself and he wasn't able to speak up about it, and no one's actually, maybe it's a no one's a villain kind of story, but she sure sounds like a villain in this playthrough. Maybe you're just misleading me. I don't know. I'm not reading too much into it, but it gives me a kind of voice direction to, you know, maybe she's not a psychopath. Maybe she just sounds like that because she's also not that good at talking to people, but she does it in a different way. Maybe So, have you tried talking to anyone? I'm trying to make her sound like nice, kind of like soothing a little bit. Have you? I'm already talking to you. Isn't that enough for now? Well, if you say so. I don't know. I thought about it, and honestly, I don't really know what to talk about. I don't know how to start a conversation in a natural way, really. What's your trick? It's partly the point of this being log only without any internal monologues or description. I see. That's pretty cool. That's true. Though, having internal monologues would be only from Adrian's perspective anyway, but yeah, the no descriptions and no facial expressions being shown on character models, I see the point of it. I like it. I like it quite a lot. I like the story being all talk. 'Cause descriptions, they're nice, but in a way, they take away from what's happening, you know? I think you know. It's like if they describe what's happening. Oh, his internal monologues might help, where he goes, wow, this girl is really scary, so... well, I'll just... Oh. No, I think he's lonely and sad. He's a sad boy. Then, I mean, look, that might also then be his internal monologue misleading. Maybe she's not a psychopath. Well, I see what you're saying, but, you know. I quite like it like this, though. It's a little... We're not Adrian. We're seeing them talk, and we don't get to look into Adrian's mind for this. Even though I'm definitely influencing the way the scenes are perceived by my way of reading them, which is something that wouldn't be in the anime adaptation for this one. It would be the Star Wars thing, and it would just be this text. It would just be this text scrolling across the screen like in Star Wars at the start, and just on a black screen. Because if we draw these and animate what's happening, then this beautiful uncertainty will get lost. So, like episode 8 to 11 of the anime, it'll go down in history as like bold, you know? Wait, how did you know I had a trick? You really did? I was just... I guess so. Well, it's just something that my friend told me. The one I mentioned before. You want to hear it? Sure. He told me to just go through my log and check in on conversations other students had around me. Okay, psychopath. Especially at the beginning of the semester. How they started to talk to people they didn't know at the time. Then I could just try some of the things they did as well. Until something works. I'm exaggerating when I say psychopath, but... Like what? Like pretending I forgot my pen at home, for example. I didn't think she ever forgot her pen at home. She was sitting next to us too many times to... Now, I get it. I understand her. I don't have to check the log for this, I come up with it from my mind, but... You definitely do. You definitely gotta just, you know... You wanna talk to someone, you gotta... This is the way, though. Right? I'm a psychopath. What? You know, you gotta be like, hey, yeah, what did he just say? Whoa, this class is crazy. I'm not even sure if I should take this or not. Do you know the docent? Yeah. Anyway, don't take tips from me. I never ate lunch with anyone. I've never fucking been in the Mensa, like, once properly. Yeah. I go to university. Yeah, I pack a lunchbox. In this final twist, Anamnesia reveals that you, the reader, are a psychopath. That's a really funny message. You're a writer or something, aren't ya? You're a writer or something, aren't ya? Irish Joe asks you, the chatter, if you are a writer. Wait, you didn't actually need that pen? Hee hee hee. You know, I don't think people usually lie about that just to have an icebreaker. So many twists in that game. Call it a... Chat. I'm thinking of the pasta. The noodle. The spinned one. The twisted one. No, not a roller coaster. Yeah. But it's not a... That fucker's not a tortellini. I don't know what it's called. A tagliatelle? I think those are flat. I don't know. But you know what I'm talking about. They're spinned. A spinned pasta. Well, who knows? Maybe they do, maybe they don't. But I saw that it worked for some of them, so I at least wanted to give it a try. In the end, it didn't go anywhere, so you asked me whether I would like to join you in the cafeteria. Twisted ribbon. Is that the one? Bandnudeln. Bandnudeln? No, that's not one. That can't be. That can't be. I'm thinking about the short ones. The short that are many twisted. Short twisted pasta. There you go. Like a, you know, like a, it's not a rigatoni, those are straight. Like a fusilli. Like a fusilli, what are these called? What is this? And the really twisted ones. Get it twisted. Gambling is good. You will win. Let me get, I can't find the word. Anyway, the very spinned twisted pasta. It doesn't work if I have to like look up the meaning of the thing, though it makes it marginally funny in some way. Precisely. So really, you don't even need to come up with anything yourself. You got all those examples lined up. Just pick one and try it out if you want to talk to someone. And if that someone asks you a question that you're unsure how to respond to, you can quickly search it up and see what other people have replied to similar ones in the past. Brother is turning this shit into a real-life visual novel. Brother typing into the log how to start conversation starters that happened around me, and then he picking one. Well, I guess sister doing it. Adrian about to be like, yeah, hold on. Adrian talking to someone, be like, so like, what video games do you like? Adrian be like, hold on. Yeah, so I like playing FIFA. What the fuck is FIFA? Adrian says after answering. He shouldn't have picked that dialogue option. He turns around to look at the screen and says, why is there a description of what's happening? That's not canon with how this is going. He puts his hand to the sides of the head and starts wiggling. He's looking like the Scream painting. The painting, The Scream. I see. You don't look convinced. No, that's not it. It makes sense, definitely. I guess I might give it a try. Well, I hope it helps. Tell me if you do. Hey, Adrian. Taking care of some assignments? Hi, yeah. Math? Ugh. Yeah, I agree. Now that I think about it, I never did ask you what you're majoring in. Did I? I pre-pulled the did ask you, because I felt like if you ask, I never asked what you're majoring in, there should be a did somewhere in there. But writer Chan in chat also knew that a did should be somewhere in there and put it at the end. And I could have just read over it, but I think that was kinda interesting how I read half the sentence and I was like, there should be a did somewhere in there if you're asking the question in this way. And there is, it's just a little bit later. I assume it isn't math. Because I said, I never did ask what you're majoring in, but she said, I never asked what you're majoring in, did I? It's cute. Cute. Brain connections. I like when I want to read a thing in one certain way and then writers wrote it in that way, just a little different. And I'm like, we agree how the sentence should be existing. Just, I thought it wouldn't exist in that way from the start of the thing, but then at the end I see we had the same thoughts. It might as well be though, judging from the amount of time it eats up, but no, artificial intelligence. Huh, yes, I see. You look like someone who would study that. Whoa! Don't say that! Oh, hell no! I do. Is that an insult? No, I just mean you kind of look... Say it. Say it. Like a nerd, okay. Yeah, good to have you out of that way. Yeah, okay. In that case, I guess you look like you study, teaching. Yes? Fashion with 3 question marks? I love the 3 question marks. That's great. We say the log doesn't pick up how people say things, but the log can pick up the triple question mark. That's such a genuine confusion, unsure writing thing. It's great. Is that an insult? Well, how's that an insult? Yeah. Yeah. It's not cheating. The log is advanced. He pulled that... He said fashion... Yeah, the line. It's fine. Come on, it's good. I like it. It stands out. I like it. Like in a good way. Is that an insult? What? How is that an insult? Doesn't it mean I look stupid? Like someone who surely wouldn't major in anything that's actually useful? But like I said, my ass would have said teaching. Because she's a woman. And she got like the teacher haircut. Yeah, she seems nice. Hold on, wait, we don't even know if she... What? No, I just meant you really... Mm-hmm. Anyway, what are you studying then? Parapsychology. No, didn't see that one coming, did you? Okay. Oh, fashion because she's a woman? Sorry, I just thought he said fashion because she looks really cool. I just thought maybe she looks, you know, we can't see that much of her fashion, but I thought maybe she wears like cool fashion. I can't believe he would say that. Yeah, probably. Parapsychology. I know what psychology is. I honestly didn't. Damn, that must be even tougher. You want to read him as a misogynist? Now, why? I thought he's your boy. I can give him a misogynist voice for this whole page, though. I mean, at least it doesn't force me through all that many math courses, so I'm grateful for that, but generally, it is pretty tough, yes. Not that I'm going to complain, I chose that major after all. My father is conducting research for Neuralink, has been doing just that since before I was even born. Growing up around him, I've always been wondering how the tech behind those chips works, how it influences the way I think, remember, feel. And how different I would be if I never got one implanted in the first place. How would I see the world? Anyway, sorry, but I know you didn't ask this much of an explanation of me, but that's why I choose to study what I do. What about you? I think this Emilia girl's really gonna love this Sophie girl, who's living in a hippie rural commune without a brain chip in her. And he's gonna be like, oh, Sophie, it's so hot that you don't have a chip in your head. What do you think about? And she goes, oh, Amelia, I got the chip in my brain. I don't got no chip. I just think free thoughts, whatever I want to think, Amelia. Oh, Sophie, you are so hot. Bah. There you go. I can't keep a straight face. Cause I'm... oh, well, I guess kind of the same reason. My parents both work at Art Arms, so I guess I will take over their research one day. Stuff like that. That's exactly how you're writing dialogue for part 2. Oh, I can't spoil Arcane. But there's a joke there. I'm sure Flo's hearing me. That just that alone is a spoiler, I guess, kind of. But that is great that the second dialogue is just gonna be it's gonna be the private life of Amelia and Sophie, huh? Didn't expect you to start making it like, you know, go into the business of like the Sakura games type games, you know. Just make sure everyone knows where to download the patch for the second one then, alright? If you know, you know. I see. That makes two of us then, I suppose. Yeah, true. Have you been around androids a lot throughout your life then? Well, yeah. We've got two at home, instead of my parents who have rarely stop by after work. It's the same for me, actually. My father also owns two of them. Sometimes I feel like they have acted more like parents to me than he himself ever did. It's almost a little sad. Now that I've moved into my own apartment, I still visit them every now and then, even if my father isn't home. I still see them more often than him. So you got pretty close to them at least. I can't deny that. After all, for the longest time, they were the only ones I could really turn to. Often, they still are. I know how pathetic that sounds. Trust me, No, it's fine. I get where you're coming from, just, I don't know. I could never get used to the idea. I couldn't just accept the fact that I wasn't even good enough for my parents to waste their time on me. I didn't want a substitute. Hey, come on, I'm sure... Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to vent. Just forget about it, alright, babe? Don't think about it too much. Okay, if you say so, that's weird. Why did you... I don't think we're that close, but still, if you ever want to talk about it, feel free. Yeah, sure. I forgot I wanted to read him like a misogynist. Good morning, Adrian. Oh, hey. You look tired. Did you not sleep well? Oh, it's fine. I just had some assignments that I still needed to finish for today. Got everything done though, so that worked out at least. Oh, please don't overwork yourself. Nah, it's alright, really. Anyway, I've been thinking about some of the things you told me. Well, about how, like, I should try talking to some other people besides you and stuff. And when I say thinking, I mean I've been rereading the logs, like, all the time in my free time. Like, I go home and I just reread the logs because I am, like, come on, like, you're so hot. I keep rereading the logs. I just, oh, I'm trying to, like, I'm trying to really read the logs a lot. Okay? What, did you talk to someone else then, or why are you... No, I considered talking to other people, and you're right. I could absolutely do as you suggested. It would probably work, but then again, I'd just be copying what others have said before me. Those wouldn't be my words, my conversations. It would be nothing more than a collection of empty phrases and generic small talk. At that point, I could just read through my log and imagine talking to people without ever actually doing so. That would be just as productive. So really, there's no point in knowing how to approach others if I don't even have anything I want to talk to them about. He's being real right now. He's spitting facts. The part where, like, what do you even want to talk to the others about? Is that how you feel? I think you're doing just fine when we talk. But that's different. You were the one to approach me. You're putting in all the effort, asking questions, telling me about yourself. All I could come up with on my own was, so that was food. That's it. Great job, genius. Hey, I thought that line was funny enough to hit it with a, accentuated with a boom. Okay, that's 5 booms from me. Well, you might simply need some practice. Admittedly, I just searched my log for topics and went from there, so why don't you try doing the same? Just tell me something about yourself. I just don't think I'm all that interesting of a person, to be honest. That doesn't matter at all. Just, what did you talk about with that friend you had at school? You can simply use that as a framework for now. They're both autistic. I call it. They're both. I don't know. I'm not even sure if that's true or fair to say, though. I feel like if they're both autistic, they should be chillin'. I don't know. I shouldn't be generalizing about vast sweeps of the population anyway. Well, we talked about music mostly. About playing the guitar, to be more specific. Wait, you play an instrument and didn't even think that might be interesting to mention? You're aware that barely anyone does that these days, right? The thing is, I don't. Not anymore. Did at the time, but I dropped it around graduation. Oh, why is that? I sucked. Like, not because I was a beginner. I wasn't making any progress either. Clearly, there are just some people who are cut out for that sort of thing, and some who aren't. It's as simple as that. Oh, come on, you don't truly believe that, do you? Sure, some might struggle more than others, but as long as you put in the time, you will surely improve. Maybe you should give it another chance? Oh, nah. I do sometimes get a sudden urge to pick up my guitar, but then I just realized that next to my studies, I don't have time left to waste on something so pointless. Not like I was ever good at concentrating on more than one thing at a time. Pointless, huh? Is that really how you see it? I can't think of much that is more meaningful than making art. After all, no matter how many interesting thoughts or ideas you might have, Only by expressing them in some fashion. Oh, is she a fashion student after all? You can share them with those around you. If you never end up doing that, if you keep it all to yourself, you might as well never have existed in the first place. Whoa. Come on, it's not like I never knew all that much about music. You think in the little time I'd have to spend on songwriting, I'd be able to come up with anything unique? Something that hasn't existed before? I'd just be playing the same old chord progressions that thousands of others have before me. That's not creating anything. That's nothing to remember me for. Oh, that's not true. You know, I have a hobby as well. One that I, in all honesty, haven't gotten around to since school either. I was in my school's drama club. I've participated in multiple plays. When acting, you might argue, I've been doing nothing more than reciting a script I saved on my Neuralink. Oh my god, you don't even have to fucking remember it. Kids these days are so cooked with their Neuralinks. Back in my day, you had to memorize that shit in your normal mind. I haven't written any of it myself. I didn't create those plays. Unlike me right now, I'm reading the thing from the screen and not from my Neuralink. It's different. I didn't create those plays. But it was about more than just reading the script. It was about how I presented it, how I expressed it, how I portrayed it. Only by embodying my role in front of the people who watched me, I created an image of myself in the role I'm playing. It's, yeah. It's very... It's kind of like how in Doki Doki Literature Club, Monica points out the viewers when there's a recording software detected, or how in Undertale, in the genocide run, Flowey looks at the camera and says, at least you're doing it yourself, unless those sick fucks who are just watching this too cowardly to do it themselves. But you did it in like a subtle way. It's really cute. I like it. My brain is full of media. I'm not that good at much else, but... No, I shouldn't say that. My chat will get sad if I talk badly about myself, but... A lot of space is taken up by media. By simple... the blurbs of things of media. I'm not worried that you got both, like... don't worry, I wasn't worried about people not getting all the references. I'm just like, there's too many. A lot of space, and you're just... I think it would be sick if there was some sort of like thing you could study at university that was about like media, and like you were able, like both of us or people in general would be able to finish that in like 6 semesters and not like be in like their 10th or something. We're working on it. We're all working on our things though. That's really fun. It makes sense that our head spaces are taken up by media. We are in the... Oh my god, yes. But Adrian should consider becoming a hairdresser. Which, weirdly enough, I remember without my log... Well, I should remember that I considered that, but I remember without my log that you also told me that you considered that for a moment. So, I don't know. Am I Adrian for real after all? I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't read him like a misogynist then. Yeah, we don't need the logs. We're fine. I turn around to my phone that has been a nanolog forever. I don't know. You remember what we were saying? Okay, your log is better than mine. I can't remember where we were sitting. Damn. I've watched too much anime. Do you think people read books in this world? And if they do they read them out loud so they can reread them? I guess you can probably just display them in the nanolog. But still. I guess if you're studying parapsychology, there's definitely still books that you are reading. But I don't know, does the Neuralink not have a playback function to play an audiobook? I wonder if you always have the headphones in your brain, do people still bother to read the text? I guess Adrian was writing notes down, but I don't know. Anyway, I'm playing, and the role I'm playing, only when I'm acting can people perceive me as that role. I guess I see what you mean. Sorry, I don't know much about acting. Well, it's not like I'm an expert on it either, but you don't always need to be in order to share your thoughts. So, are you gonna pick acting up again? I definitely want to. I'm just waiting for the next auditions at the university's theater to start. I see. Hey, how about we check out the play they're currently performing? The next performance should be on Thursday, if you're free that evening. Oh, I still have a lot to do. I'm not sure if... Well, it's not like it'll be sold out, so you can still decide spontaneously. Ah, I see, then. Sure. Sounds good. I'll try to make time for it. Ah, there you are. I'm glad you could make it. Yeah. That makes a lot of sense to have Null just deactivate all the Neuralink functions, because otherwise, if you consider can the Neuralink do this, you would start asking, can the Neuralink do it? Why can't the Neuralink do it during the GAF game? And outside of it, I think smartphones can do a lot, but we still have to think, like, realistically, today you could just always carry headphones and have your books read to you by an AI voice already, so I think people would still some people would still want to read and stuff. I think it's not necessarily the focus, because this is still, despite everything, it's still a character-driven story, even though there's these concepts and ideas of thought and Neuralink and stuff, etc. But it's still about the characters and how they interact with them. For that, it's actually not necessary to have the full lore information and technical information of the Neuralink. We just have the parts that are important to the themes of the story, and I think that works well. Because it's not a 40-hour visual novel. It might be 40 hours at the pace I'm playing, though. Am I right, Chad? Ayo! Up top. Hell yeah, nice, nice. You guys are good at that. Hi. Yes, ayo. Yeah, me too. Oh. Ah, there you are. I'm glad you could make it. Yeah, me too. Now that I think about it, what's the play about anyway? Well, I don't know the full story either, of course. From what I can tell, it's about two men who are perfect doppelgangers of one another and start to switch places in different kinds of situations. Oh, so... like, is it like comedy focused? As far as I know, yes. Alright, well, might be fun. Also, like, perfect doppelgangers? Don't they... like, there's a word for that. Isn't it called, like, twins? Why are you using such an artsy description? Are they just twins? Okay, no, that's not what the play is about. Anyway, I hope it is gonna be fun. So, you gonna head in or ask more questions about the damn plot? Just watch the thing. Yeah, sure, yeah. He's afraid of a strong woman. So, what did you think? Yeah, it was pretty funny. Funny, huh? I don't really know that much about acting and all that, but I feel like they did a good job at least. Also, pretty amazing how they managed to make the two leads look like they really were doppelgangers. How did they do it? Was that some kind of AR application or something? I'm pretty sure those two were just twins! the image in the background was night, and I was taken at a certain university, by the way. I was thinking some of them felt like they might have been taken at a certain university. Some of them felt like, is that just a cafeteria? I don't know if they're all that, but I might know where this is. Floss is impressed. I like all lower caps. Whoa. Anyway, it's crazy how my made-up dialogue tied in with the real dialogue. Twins? Alright, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Anyway, I enjoyed it. Absolutely didn't seem that twist common, or, well, any twist, really. Like, I guess when you expect something to be a simple comedy piece, any kind of twist would surprise you, no matter how obvious. If they performed the exact same play, but simply told me it would be like some kind of psychological mystery thing, I don't know, I feel like I would have called it right away. You know what I mean? Oh, did you not like it? I did. No, it was good. I just think I still need some more time to properly process some things. It reminded me of some things. I see. Oh, nothing, chat. Nothing at all, don't mind me. Fine, boom. I really enjoyed attending it with you either way. So, come on, chat. Come on. I guess when you expect something to be a simple comedy piece, any kind of twist would surprise you. Sorry, wrong image. If they performed the exact same play but simply told me it would be like some kind of psychological mystery thing, I don't know, I feel like I would have called it right away. I'm just saying, I don't know, it feels like meta commentary to me. It feels like you're talking, it feels like the medium is referring to itself. I don't know, you're throwing shade at Doki Doki Literature Club. I think you want to start beef with Dan Salvado, creator of Doki Doki Literature Club. Or perhaps, well, it doesn't fully apply to this, because this one is not presented as a simple comedy. But perhaps the twist here is that there's not gonna be a huge twist. I don't know, but it felt very... I read that, and you know, I read those lines, and all I could think was, this isn't some thoroughly constructed mystery story where every line is packed with meaning and foreshadowing, right? That's all I could think when I read that line. I like it though. Adrian is saying something real and true here. I think his heart is correct. You don't expect a twist if you don't think it's gonna be a twisty story. It's a good sentence. I'm just like, oh, we're talking about a psychological mystery thing, like the thing I'm playing right now. Where I am trying to point out and look for twists and fingers. I mean, look, even this whole flashback memory sequence, I'm reading it in suspense, looking for the thing to happen. You could fuck with people. Give them just this without the context of the stuff that comes before it, and some fuck ass music. You give them instead. You give them some damn you give them some damn I don't know. You know, you give them some other music, and it's really loud. Hold on, I forget that it's louder for you. You give them this in the background. I'm muting the game. Don't worry, chat. Don't worry. You know, maybe I can make it a little louder. This might get the VOD nuked, but only the little part. You just give him this shit on the background. I really enjoyed attending it with you either way, so thanks a lot for coming along. Oh, no need to thank me. I wanted to see it too. So, you'll be heading home then, I assume? You still got a train to catch, right? Oh, yeah, of course. One of the downsides of living with my parents. You see what I'm saying? Change the... You give him some pretty portraits? Or like some, you know... Oh. Perchance, but... All I'm saying, you give him some more anime-style portraits, like a Doki Doki Literature style. You give him some of this in the background, some sweet, smooth... I can't say perchance. I have it in my... It is in my core vocabulary. Because it's funny. You give him some of this, or perhaps... Is that better if I say perhaps? Perhaps, you know, we hit it with some Neo Turf Masters Blue Lagoon golf course from the Neo Geo. And oh no, I was taking it as a meme. I thought perchance is a... I think saying perchance itself is the meme, so obviously saying you can't just say perchance, I thought you were referring to me not doing the reference meme. I'm not worried about not being allowed to say perchance. Is it from the same video, I think, where the guy writes about Mario and Koopas on his, like, thing and says Mario perchance jumps on the Koopas? That's my most perchance thing that I know of. And maybe in Red Pen they write, you're not allowed, you can't just say perchance on it. Okay, yeah. To wrap up my thoughts concisely, just got some nice, you got some sunny vibes feeling music. Yeah, you get some sunny vibes feeling music. Give these two some anime or woke pixel art, like portraits. Have the background not be color graded in depression blue. I like the color and stuff, but it's not giving happy vibes. It's giving like, you're gonna be sad soon, boy. But keep the text the same and cut out everything that happens before the flashback, and suddenly you're doing exactly this. Suddenly you're doing exactly the comedy piece where you don't expect the twist that is gonna be coming in the memory sequence, the event. Something will happen. And also I just wanted to play some funny music while pulling the finger. I usually do. You can call it the Anamnesia, the funny prologue smiley face. Or you could, don't leak it now, don't say if you're gonna do it or not, but you could say once it's concluded, you could say you're doing like an OVA visual novel that is just lighthearted fun, but then it's not lighthearted fun in the end, you know? Like some, you know, perchance it is messed up in the end. Let me get my music back, though. All I'm saying is this music is giving I should read her as a psychopath a little bit. Well, not as a psychopath, but maybe not as an entirely genuine person, maybe? Not in a bad way. So far she seems like she's also just struggling to make human connections, I'll be honest. I've stopped trying to read her as a psychopath as much. I'm trying to see that. Maybe so far she's kinda alright. But maybe she's got me wrapped around her little psychopath fingers of her little hands. Little can't play the piano, your hands are too little type hands. Little Reinhardt from Fire Emblem type of hands. Little hands, Heaven, Emilia. Well, you should really try catching that train. I won't keep you any longer. See you on Monday. Yeah, of course. I'll see you. Bye. Bye. Hey, Adrian? Hmm? It's gotten pretty late already, don't you think? If you want to, you can stay over at my place. I mean, it's not like I need that long to get home or anything. Oh, of course. I was just... Sure. Sure? If I'm not bothering you or anything, that would be nice. Oh, no, not at all, so... Lead the way. Here we are. I feel like I have to read her as a psychopath now. But maybe she's just being nice. Maybe bad things happen to good people by good people. But maybe they don't. Griffith! Oh my god, she looks like Griffith. Is this on purpose, Toaster? Why does she kinda low-key look like Griffith? This could not be a reference, could it? Alright. Alright. Alright, I'll believe you. You're off the hook for now. Here we are. Make yourself comfortable. I'll be right there. I haven't really read it yet either, but from what I heard, the Griffith is, like, not a good guy, I think. Anyway. I can put my stuff... Oh, just whatever you want. Don't worry about it. Alright, thanks. Your place looks nice. Pretty cool how you hung up all those photos on the wall. Never seen anything like that before. It is confirmed. Chat, it is confirmed. Adrian's Goofy R hasn't played Life is Strange, one of the greatest retro games of the 2134s. That's about the time that we're in, 2036 or something like that. Well, 2042 or something. I don't know, like the 70s were like 60 years ago. Yeah, so like 2036 or something. Anyway. Cause Max Caulfield's Goofy Hipster Aw sure had that on the wall of her dorm room. Oh, thank you. It's not nearly as original an idea as you make it out to be, though. Photo walls like this used to be pretty common once. It's just that physical images in general have gotten rarer these days. She knows. I guess so. Makes sense. What gave you the idea? Oh, it would be more accurate to ask who did. It was that friend from school that I mentioned. Avery is his name, by the way. He's the one who gifted me the camera in the first place. Oh, and he's on some of these photos too, like this one. I see. A pretty unique gift, huh? I agree. That's why I hold it so dear, I believe. Capturing and organizing memories in this fashion feels so personal. Whenever I look at one of these photos, I'm reminded of the day it was taken in a way that feels much more vivid than simply reading through the corresponding entry in the log. Less factually accurate, perhaps. Less factually accurate? Perchance. But sometimes the words that were said matter less than the feelings attached to them. At least that's what I believe. Yeah. I'm sorry. That sounded incredibly pretentious, didn't it? Oh, no, not at all. I don't really know what to add, to be honest. Sorry. I see. Well, if you don't mind, we could make use of the opportunity and take some photos of us. One for the wall and one for you. Would be a shame if we forgot about each other, wouldn't you? Agree? I mean, I've already been rereading these logs, like, so it's like the only human fucking connection I have in my life. I'm reading the logs so much. You wouldn't believe how much I read the damn logs, but so yeah, I don't think I'll forget about you. I'll never forget about you. I'll never forget about you. Is that so? You're being a little strange. Of course, I can't just forget people that easily. Don't know that many people. I keep reading the logs. I keep reading the... Can you really promise to always remember me, no matter what? Oh, no! Don't do it, Adrian! You'll be a liar! Huh? Where? Yeah, I was saying it. So, you can't really promise it after all? No, of course, I promise. I'm glad. However, I'm not sure I can promise the same, so just in case I do end up forgetting you one day, would you mind taking those photos anyway? Oh, I guess he didn't forget. Oh sure, fine by me. She knew already. Thank you. Give me a second then, I'll get the camera. Oh, don't let her take the photo, Adrian! It's the camera that turns you submissive! Don't let her take it, Adrian! I like them both a lot. Which one do you like? Oh, it's hard to say. It's hard to say. I guess this one. Alright. Thank you. I had to stop mid-sentence from reading because I thought it was so funny that I said that I had to stop myself from laughing. It's like the strand, it's like the beach that turns you old. Yeah, but like in a bad way, you know. Not, he already is a bit. Yeah, but in like, he doesn't really have much opinions of his own kind of deal. This one is like an evil camera. The souls of her parents is trapped in there, the soul of her mother. Some kind of evil voodoo shit. Alright, then I'll keep that one, and you can have the other one, alright? Huh? What? Okay. I simply trust your judgment more than my own. I'll decide where to put it some other time. I will need to find a good place for it. Thanks for letting me do this with you. Oh, no need to thank me at all. You know, you're different, somehow. Oh, whatever do you mean? From usual. I can't really put it into words, but this whole evening, you've been different from usual. Is that so? Well, I guess the play did make me feel a bit sentimental, you could say. Oh yeah, that left quite an impression on you, huh? You said it reminded you of something? Do you, like, want to talk about it? Maybe I do. Maybe I should? Go ahead then. Sometimes I wonder if there was another person, just like myself. Would she live the same life I do? Would she make the same decisions, feel the same things? What do you mean a person that's just like yourself? I mean, someone with the same DNA, born at the same time, raised under the same circumstances. So, a twin, like an identical one? Well, in a way, but also not really. Twins clearly aren't the same people, we know that. They exist, they live different lives, but why do you think that is? What leads them to being different despite being the same genetic base? Their, memories, I guess. Right. Even if they grow up together, no matter how close they are to one another, they cannot make the exact same memories. Two people cannot occupy the same space at the same time, after all. But what if someone did? What if a different child was born instead? And an identical body, surrounded by the same people? Would it experience the same events I did? Would it make the same memories? And then, would it now stand where I do? Wouldn't that just be you? But I wouldn't be here. My point of view would be occupied by a different self. Would that self be content with the way I choose to live my life? Chose? That's what I keep wondering about. Whenever I decide not to do something, I can't help but worry about whether it would be unfair towards that hypothetical self. Would she want to do this? If she was in my position and had the chance to, would she have done it? Sometimes I feel like I'm wasting the life I've been given. Like someone else should have gotten this chance instead. I'm not sure what to say, but don't you think it's more important to focus on what you want to do instead of what someone else might have wanted to do in your position? Of course, I know that. The problem is that I barely know what it is that I want. Is there maybe anything that I could truly achieve happiness with? Maybe I haven't found it yet. Maybe I will never, if I only do what I know what I want. Maybe I will maybe I never will if I only do what I know I want. Sometimes I can barely distinguish between what I want and what I only feel I should want. There are so many things I still want to try, or do I only think I should give them a try? Like what? Well, for example, did I even want to talk to you in the first place, or did I just feel like I should start socializing because everyone else does it? Do you regret it? No, not at all, of course not. Don't worry, I like spending time with you. Okay, so what's something that you're still unsure about giving a try? Well, her face begins to fade away. Did I keep my promise? Have I never forgotten? Of course I haven't. And yet, to this day, I remain unable to truly recall the way she looked at me that night. Throughout all of this, what was she thinking? How did it make her feel? How did my eyes reflect in hers? I don't know. Those are the things I want back most, and yet, no matter how often I read those words, they will remain empty, overshadowed by what came after. The things I never wanted to remember, and yet I always do. Her smooth, angelic skin, this offbeat dance of flesh on flesh, the precise shape of her each and every body part. I hate all of it. I am now floating in this void of my own creation, the weeks and months I purged from my log. Did doing so accomplish anything at all? Or did it only ever make those memories haunt me all the more vividly? Either way, this isn't the end, and after what feels like mere seconds and an eternity at the same time, the world begins to fade back in. The thing happened. No, Adrian, you poor boy. Oh, Adrian, is that you? It really is. Long time no see. Pussy sugar boy. Sorry, I shouldn't do that. I was reading things out so cool and seriously and nicely. Sophie, girl. You're gonna save the boy. You're gonna save the boy. I'm sorry, I'm not a real comedian. I'm not. I ruined the vibes. Fuck. Taking this chance to take a sip and get ready to exist in the aftermath of what happened. Sophie, what are you doing here? Oh wow, what a warm welcome. Sorry, if you keep calling me, I didn't think you would still call me that. It's nice to see you. Yeah, it's nice to see you too. So, again, why are you here? Who knows? Maybe to pay you a visit. Wait, what? Really? Sorry, no. Honestly, I completely forgot that this was the uni you wanted to attend. Actually, I've been here a bunch of times in the meantime. What a coincidence that today is the day I'd first run into you. What do you mean? Well, I'm looking for someone. You don't happen to know an Amelia by any chance? Amelia Niemann, to be specific. Amelia? Oh, well, I can describe what she looked like. Oh, well, can you describe it? I can't. I don't know an Amelia. Describing her would be one option, but how about this photo instead? A photo? Yeah, she loves taking pictures. Got an entire wall covered in them. Oh, is that so? Yeah, she definitely studies here. Haven't really seen her around in a while, though. Yeah, that's what I thought. You probably don't have any idea where she could have been since then. Wait, did something happen to her? I don't know. That's why I'm here. I see. I'm sorry. I have no clue. I didn't really, well, talk to her or anything, which probably won't surprise you, I guess. Oh, makes sense. Especially since she's almost as quiet as you. Ugh. Well, if you really don't know anything, I guess I'll keep asking around. No, no, not really. Sorry. Best of luck. I hope you find something. Oh man, Adrian. That shit really messed you up, huh? Youch. Trauma. That's why the music is like this. 'Cause we knew. You know, this whole part is kind of like the... I think I've realized this not just at this point, but it is just, well, not just, but the dream sequence kind of told us something like around like this would happen. And like this part we've heard him already think to us about, but the whole giving up the guitar, playing the guitar, giving up the guitar, meeting someone, not having the cojones to perform, that's balls in Spanish. And then the whole, both of them apparently having seen Emilia, but at this point, in this one, it's only from his perspective, and then, you know, her angelic soft skin. She's a real demon lady, or an angel. I could be your devil or your angel. I don't know. Type shit. Type shit. Am I right, chat? It's good. I like it. I guess it makes sense, because that was his normal dream, and that's kind of a similar dream recollection of these events, except in the... Oh. You're funny. You're a funny gal. Yeah, because that was like the Punch-Out induced swimmed up version of this. Automat's not complaining for that. I've never touched the Automod. Believe me, I did not tell Automod to mod the word gay. I will say I was at some point earlier thinking about if it would be funny to ban the word gay. Or like woke or something. Like, it'd be really funny if like that word was banned. But it turns out the Automod did the joke before me. Anyway, the first, when he got knocked out, the dream was like this swerbled up, more like twisted blah 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 version, and now we're getting the log of the events kind of thing, type shit, you know? No, you don't have to type it again. It's like a description of the thingy. It's like a, yeah, that kind of vibe type, that kind of thing. You don't have to type that kind of thing now. Don't worry, chat. You can sit back and relax. I know. Best of luck. I hope you find something. Also, I can't blame the boy. He trauma. I hope I find her. Yeah. Hey, Adrian. You free in the evening? When I'm done here, we could sit down somewhere, chat for a while. I mean, I know you're not a big fan of talking, but I am, and I'd like to talk to you. Well, yeah, I'm free, sure. Great, so I know a nice little bar nearby, just down that street on the left. You can't miss it. It has a huge sign with a crow on it, cause... Crow bar... Yeah, creative, I know. 8 p.m.? Yeah, sure by me. Perfect then, later? Yeah, later. And good luck? Thanks. Hey, over here! Hi. Oh, what are you so tense for? No one's gonna come up and bite you, I promise. Oh, yeah, sure, I believe that. Sorry, I just don't come to places like this all that often. I'll calm down in a bit, it's fine. Not all that often. So you do sometimes? No, never. Sorry, thought that would sound better. Would have been shocked if it had been any other way. Well, you know, if you want to calm down quickly, I'd recommend getting a drink right away, but You don't drink, do you? Oh, I do. I started. Huh, for real? You're not kidding? Aren't just trying to impress me or anything as stupid as that, are ya? Yeah, no way. Why? Well, then that's even better. I'd have almost offered to pay for you, but since you've already gotten into it all by yourself, I guess there's no reason to. Oh, now that I think about it, yeah, dummy. 2 of the usual, please. Oh, what's the usual? Oh, nothing special, you'll see. Oh, well, thanks. Anyway, it's not good that he started. It sounds like either it got force-fed to him by hanging out with Emilia, or it's his trauma response of trying to drink the pain away. That's not good, Adrian. You shouldn't do that. Should I get a brewski, though? Am I the type of guy that can say brewski? I've thought about this before. I've said it before, but it feels not correct. I have 1 can of beer in the fridge. But it isn't just straight beer, it's nice fruity lemon juice beer. It's nice, it's tasty. Lemon beer. No? Yeah, I agree. I need to keep it for if I'm doing like a Euro Truck Simulator stream or something. Oh, that's my trauma risk. No, that's my driving juice. That's my... it's just... It makes you drive the car a little better. It takes a little bit the nerves off a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. I love alcohol. Okay, that one's a joke. I don't love it. But it's kind of fun in moderation with people. Or video games. But I don't want to drink too much. I don't want to become an alcoholic. But I do like the little swimbly feeling of just being a little lightened. That's... or people and video game. True. But in a weird... It's not so much my trauma response as it is my... The first time I really drank was when I was in Peru on a student exchange. And yes, don't worry, I was like 17, it's fine. And we were drinking vodka and energy at like a house party out of red Solo cups. And people were just kissing, it was crazy. I was like, what the hell, man? Shit's crazy, I'm drinking some vodka and dancing, that's fucked up. And yes, were there 14-year-olds there that also drank vodka? Yes. She drank a lot more than any of us. It was fucked up. I was surprised by that because, like, I didn't drink much before that at all. But some people start early. But I like dancing. And drinking is kind of fun when there's people having fun. Just drink responsibly, chat. And don't drink and drive unless you've practiced before. Alright? Oh... Huh? I just told you you'd have to pay for it yourself, didn't I? Of course, I meant for ordering. Thank you for ordering. Oh, not for that. I'm just trying to get you drunk. Maybe you'll even start talking then. Well, we will see about that. I guess I'll look forward to it. Though, well, until then, I guess I owe you an explanation for earlier. I mean, I wouldn't say you owe me anything, but I guess I'm curious, yeah. I thought so. Alright then, I guess I'll start from the beginning. After we finished school, I still kept in touch with some of my friends from back then. Not anymore, but roughly 2 years ago, a girl from my class, name slipped my mind, was it Vanessa? Might have been. Look at this. Look at this cleverly written dialogue, you Weasley little writer. But in a positive way. Weasley little, cherished little writer. It slipped her mind, and my first thought was, bitch, check it in the log. And then I go, oh right, she doesn't have a non-Neuralink, so the name can't slip her mind. This is not a turn of phrase, any of these neurolinkers would say. And yes, neurolinker is a slur I've come up with for these people that have a neurolink. Call them the linkers. These damn linkers would never say such a real and honest thing. Such a human emotion these linkers wouldn't understand. Okay. A name slipped my mind. Was it Vanessa? Might have been. Let's go with that. Anyway, she invited me to see a play she was performing in as part of her uni's theater. And surprise, her uni is this one. Yeah, that's why I've been here a number of times already. I just kept coming back to see more plays. Not because of Vanessa though, but Leah. Leah. Leah? Oh, that's... Oh, yeah, sorry. That's what I call... Sorry, that's what I call Emilia. Toasty, do you... Quick question. I knew an Emilia myself. Known her pretty closely. I don't know anyone who would have nicknamed her Leah. It would also be M or Emmy. Do you know anyone who had... Do you know any Emilias that got nicknamed Leah? It's something Sophie would do, I feel, but I'm just wondering. It's the first time I heard that as the abbreviation of Emilia. Because it could also be short for... Yeah, it fits. Sophie is kind of quirky like that. It is the basic thing that happens more in real life, saying Emmy or M probably, but... Leah? That's... Sorry, she calls her liar. Leah. Not because of Vanessa though, but Leah. Leah. I can see it. Sorry, that's what I call Emilia. Or I guess she's a member of the theater. Adrian boy acting like he don't know shit. Yeah, that's right. Did you ever go to see any of their plays? I'm not trying to put you on a hot seat or anything here either. I'm just wondering about it. Because in my mind I'm like, oh, that's not what I would have expected the nickname to be. I mean, I read Leah and I'm like, oh, that refers to Emilia. But no, I don't think so. Lie. Liar. You don't think so? Oh, yeah, I didn't. For sure. I thought so. To be honest, I only accepted that girl's invitation out of politeness. I came because I didn't want to hurt her feelings. Theater wasn't ever really my thing at all, but yeah, I was there. And somehow it was my thing after all. It was stunning. And then it was over. Everyone left the stage, surrounded right away, swarmed by friends and family, showered with compliments and bombarded with questions. I talked to Vanessa for a bit, told her how great she was. She was alright. Then I went to see Leah. Barely anyone talked to her. I mean, her role wasn't all that important either. The protagonist's sister served more to characterize the main character than to exist in her own right, but she did great, really. And I mean, she was stunningly beautiful, the prettiest person I've ever seen, that I will ever see. Yeah, did you already drink before I arrived? Oh, fuck you, sugar boy. You're the last one I want to make fun. You're the last one I want making fun of me. Anyway, I just can't put it any other way. I'm sure her performance was great too. I mean, I don't know. Not like I know anything about that whole acting thing. I just know that I absolutely needed to talk to her afterwards. And that's what I did. I asked her if she had any plans for the night. She didn't. I didn't know my way around the area, and neither should she. Did she, despite being a student here? Despite living here? We just walked down the street and ended up in this bar. So that's why you wanted to come here. Well, it's the only place I know in the area, yeah. We come here constantly after all of her performances since. And then, gradually, after more and more of her rehearsals as well, she never has any plans. She doesn't have any friends here. Just attends the theater rehearsals, plays her heart and leaves. I don't know. She almost reminds me of you sometimes. Is that so? Well, did you make any friends since we last met? Any competition I gotta worry about? I guess not. Damn, really? Nobody? This entire time? Not really, no. I mean, yes, one, but that basically ended in like a whole, you know, you know her, actually, like a friend of mine actually met someone who traumatized him, but I think they didn't mean it, but they definitely did that. I'm traumatized because they, you know, they hate themselves, and that didn't help. And it felt like they were just used. And yeah, but a friend of mine anyway. And I mean, I'm plenty busy with keeping up with my courses too. Oh, so that part hasn't changed, huh? Not sure what that whole thing was about, but I guess I'll ignore it for now. So, you haven't really gotten back into music either, I think, huh? Oh, you remember? What do you mean you remember? The fact that you got me into playing guitar in the first place? Are you fucking stupid? Of course I do. I want the fucking gabagool. What kind of question is that, you fucking gabagooba goomba? Oh, you're still playing then? Oh, sure am. I'm not gonna drop it anytime soon. Have been putting out my own stuff for a while. Finally got my first full-length album done earlier this year. Damn, that sounds cool. So is that like your job or just... Oh, I wish. Helping out at a friend's store to get by for now, but eventually, well, one can dream. Huh. Money's something you'll never have to worry about once you get your degree, isn't that right? What were you majoring again? Math? Computer science? Yeah, something like that. No, he's not. The times have changed, old man. This is not relevant anymore. His ass gonna be on the street with that computer science degree, AI degree. AI degree, brother. They already built the AI. What is he doing? Goofy awe. Sounds icky either way. Well, not my life. As long as you're happy. Yeah, I'm actually not happy at all. I actually really am thinking about ending things. Okay, I'll ignore that. So, you not been doing anything else? Never thought of picking up the guitar and writing something? Oh, yeah, sorry. No, not really. Haven't touched my guitar a single time since we last met. Well, maybe to put it in a corner or something, but not like, you know what I mean. Oh, shame, but, well, not like I can force you. Yeah, sorry, it's just like a lot. Next to uni at all. Oh, why are you apologizing? It's your life. Fucking baka. I don't know how to read her saying idiot. I'm thinking she kinda says it like baka, but in like a friendly way, but I feel like the idiot, I feel like she could say it with a bit of stank as well. Like with a real... Like a real... Ugh, like a fucking... Like, you know... I don't know if she likes them. Actually. I'm Adrian mode. I don't know if she actually likes them. Why are you apologizing? It's your life, idiot. Like, damn, okay. Okay, yeah, you're right. I don't know. I felt like I needed to. Then again, I guess, well, you wouldn't remember anyway. Yeah. And I think that is good. I think that's totally, like, you don't have to. Because Adrian doesn't know either, so we shouldn't really know too well. Now, I think If Adrian wanted to find out, he could find out pretty quickly. But that would be if Adrian was able to make first moves on human connections. Oh, slash HJ. It's tone indicators, huh? Half a vine boom. Tone indicators are good, I think. I just need I need a big J tattoo on my hand or something that I can hold up in real life whenever I make a joke for the autistic community. But like make it a cool stylized J. So I can like hold it coolly in front of my face like I'm Ho in Kyoma hitting a stance or something. I'm like, my right arm is trembling. Ah, the J on my hand stands for jokes. I don't know. That kind of vibe, that kind of cool kind of thing, like kind of nonchalantly. I felt like I had to apologize. Well, I guess you wouldn't remember anyway. Hey, my memory isn't that bad. Come on, what is it? Well, at least I didn't break my promise yet, you know. Last I spoke, I promised you'd be the first to hear any new song I'd come up with. Oh, did you? Well, I guess I lied. My memory sucks after all. Oh, no, that's fine. Much better than mine would be if I, didn't have my log. Oh, really though, I'd be happier if you'd just broken it. I see. By that she means she wants him to make music. She wants him to not be such a sad little sack of flesh. She wants him to raise up and become the master of his own damn creation instead of being such a pitiful little existence that just, you know, continues to move along without really, how to say, without really making a claim for life, you know, making a claim on the things that it needs to claim. Yeah. I'm not even sure if I would call it subtext. It really is pretty... I think you made it very clear, actually. But I just wanted to say also kind of like cool words, like making a claim onto life and becoming the master of his own creation. You know, I don't know. Or maybe, to say it simply, she just wants him to play the damn guitar because she thinks it might make him a little happier. Dumb. Yeah. I've thought about if I... No. I'm not affiliate yet. There's no subs in chat yet, but you could be a sub if you just want to be mentally. I don't know. Have I ever truly seen anything at all? No. Even after all this time, my eyes remain closed. I'm so pathetic. I kept reading all those conversations over and over, and yet I never noticed what they meant. Her words were trying to tell me in that moment. Sophie only ever wanted me to stop worrying so much about what other people might think or expect of me. Oh, wait, they're explaining the DOM text. What she might have thought or expected of me. Why did she start talking to me in the first place? Out of pity? Because she realized that I spent all my breaks alone? Of course not. She saw me that day playing guitar and liked my song. No matter how basic it was, no matter how many mistakes I made, she heard that and wanted to talk to me about it. Sure, she wanted to make music as well, and she did, but much more importantly, she wanted to listen to me making music. And then, she wanted us to make music. Together. That's why it broke her heart when she realized that I have given up on it. And even more so when she realized that I might never return to it. Should I die in here, the chance of that ever happening will finally reach 0. But at other times, people do completely miss things even now, so I don't know. I think you're doing okay. I think it's alright. I see it is very interesting. I didn't think about it that much. But when you're saying it, I'm like, yeah, I guess you do have to really think about how much do you uh, write out and how much do you, you know, say. You have to think of it yourself, dear chatter, or dear reader, dear player. Also, finally reach 0. Like, like zero escape. That's the last thing she would ever have wanted. And I also think the way you're doing it is pretty... It's pretty good here, because it's not... It still isn't necessarily explaining it to the reader, just explaining it to the reader with like magic text or whatever. You know, it's not Deus Ex. We can still, as the reader, you know... I mean, I also read it like this, but this is not only telling us that that's what Sophie felt. This is more specifically telling us that Adrian at this point has realized too that that's how Sophie felt. And if you want to give us that information, if you want to inform us about how Adrian has understood it at this point, the same way that the reader has, probably you would also then just say again how Adrian has understood it, she's understood it. I mean, perchance, perhaps, or I guess the simpler would be maybe, maybe Sophie actually doesn't care that much at all. Maybe she just talks to many people and hangs out with people randomly and just is a happy-go-lucky person talking to people and having friends. And it's just like, hey buddy, it would be cool if you did that. I like your music. And then she didn't think about it this deeply. I mean, maybe it didn't break her heart. Maybe Adrian is projecting that. You know? And considering all of that, I think you're doing a good job striking that balance. At least in my opinion as the reader. The reader, like Kim Dokcha in Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint. Believe me, the moment they put me, the moment I get fucking transported after death into this damn story, I'll remember, I'll be like, ATA, it's like... Anyway, guys, we're fucked. It's peak. It's just peak. The webtoon specifically, I haven't... There's also a web novel or something, or novel in general. That's just words, but the manga... I thought, like, at times I'm like, okay, like, I get it, and then they do more shit, and I'm like, is this how One Piece fans feel when their story is just, like, really good? And it just keeps going. And you're like, whoa, what? My horizon has been expanded. Wow. Anyway. I guess I'll have to face the truth. What she would have wanted is for me to try and do whatever I possibly can to survive. Yes, dude! No, not just survive. We don't just survive, we strive, baby. She would have wanted me to live. That's what I said. So that's precisely what I'm going to do. I'll have to stop worrying about what might happen to her if I do. Sometimes that's okay. I realize my thoughts have started to clear up. No more strolling down memory lane. I'm awake. Adrian, can you hear me? A familiar voice. You've missed her all. We've all missed her, but British Evelyn is back. Yeah, sure. As is customary at this point, I open my log before even bothering with anything else. Sorry, yes, I am. I will do that. Valerie, can you hear me? Oh, I wonder if randomly in between of these log entries there's some of random Evelyn and Oliver conversation interstream if they were talking while we were sleeping. Just making sure I'm not missing anything. Because they might have been talking. I'm thinking it's unlikely this will happen. But if it does happen, I'm gonna catch you doing it. You're not slipping that shit by me. Okay, this is where it started. Oh, there, I didn't catch this part before the start. So my wife, they look pretty asleep to me. Finally put the kids to bed, haha. I'd rather you didn't say something like that, despite being aware of the fact that they will see this on their logs after waking up. Alright, shit. I'll shut up. Good. The transfer should last for about 78 minutes. Put the kids to bed, Oliver's evil. Actually. He's the guy from... I don't know. He's the evil father from Detroit Become Human. And Evelyn is Kara. They're scheming. Oh, damn, that long? Guess we're not gonna meet again during this round, eh? I suppose not. Oh, pity. Well, I guess that was kind of the plan anyway. Oh, what do you want to start with then? How about a change of scenery? Wouldn't you like to sit down as well? Alright, good point. Let's get going. Oh, shit. Fuck. Is everything alright? Are you hurt? Oh, just hit my stupid head on the edge of the door. It's fine, I'll get over it. Oh, come here. Let me see. I said it's fine. How does it look? Oh, well, I'm not sure. The lighting in this room is a bit too dim to tell. Let's head over to the living room first, alright? Sure. That was the plan. Oh, let's go then. Here you go. Said I didn't miss that part. Oh, Valerie, can you hear me? Oh, Lynn, I'm awake. Thank you. See, I was thinking... I didn't even think there would be a thing there. I thought you might have hidden random, you know, it might just be Adrian, Emilia, and then fucking Valerie here. Oh, well, not Valerie. Like, Adrian, Emilia, and then Evelyn, Adrian, Oliver. I was looking for something sneaky like that. That one is pretty fair and makes sense and is very reasonable, but I found it. Damn lanky Oliver hit his damn head. And then the android instincts on Evelyn kick in and go, "Let me take care of that, sir. I shall help you not bleed out." Not that I could relate to that. Do you feel ready to stand up? Yeah, sure. Very well. Why don't you head over to the bathroom to dry your clothes? I will take care of Adrian in the meantime. Oh, yeah, good idea. I'll do that. I'll see you in a bit. Adrian, can you hear me? Did I need to check it even further back? No, not really. Who knows what I might miss otherwise? Are you not feeling well? You can try sitting up now. Yeah. Whoa! Oh my god. Chat, I'm blushing. Hi. Hello. Whoa. Yes, I agree. What? Oh, I remember. Yo, chat. If you want, you can go to the Steam page, download the game, play until this point, and then boom, you hit F12 on your damn Steam, on your damn keyboard. You hit the F12 button. Then you got the free wallpaper. You got a free wallpaper out of this. You only had to pay for the game first. No, I'm sheep-minded again, but that's okay. Yeah, now imagine how many screenshots there would be if you did a... No, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. You know, but you're thinking it. You might be thinking it, perhaps. Part 2. Yes, dude! Yes, it's gonna be in part 2! Oh yeah, for sisters on the other one, you can just reuse the assets too. But that one puts her feet in... Hey yo, hey, hold, hey yo, no, chat, I'm joking. In front of me, Evelyn has placed herself on top of the... Oh no, I can't do that. I gotta get out of funny Joker mode again. Call me Balatro, I'm in Joker mode. In front of me, Evelyn has placed herself on top of the empty pot in the corner of the room. She's smiling at me, as she tends to do. A smile that comforts yet scares me. My head is still spinning from the procedure. Or am I simply stunned by her beauty? Oh, yikes. Well, as long as I don't say it out loud, it's fine to feel that way, isn't it? Is it? Is something the matter? I could comfort you in many ways. I was Whoa! No, just stun. Just a little dizzy. Gracefully dodged that one. I see. Don't worry. That's a normal side effect of the transfer. It should subside soon enough. Alright. Thank you. Lynn, was it? Would you prefer to address me that way as well? I'm fine. Oh, glad that Adrian is the only one here who didn't say it out loud. Yeah. It's because he doesn't have the cojones. That's Spanish for balls. He doesn't have the cojones to say it out loud. Like, what's the worst thing that could happen? Like, come on. What is the android gonna be like? I'm not programmed to receive compliments. Well, go and relax, boy. I tell you, Adrian boy, you just gotta tell the pretty girls they're pretty. That's the way to do it in the West. Sorry, cowboy sir. The West has fallen long ago. This is in Russia. This actually plays, the whole world is Russia. The West has fallen. Yeah, but cowboys are cool though. Okay, I'm gonna uninstall that like pack from my Neuralink, I think. No, don't uninstall me, boy. I don't know what'll happen if I get uninstalled, boy. I wouldn't like that. I don't know if I get to see my horse when I get uninstalled. Okay, I'm fucking uninstalling the robot cowboy from my Neuralink. Adrian, now I missed you. Anyway, I turned back to Evelyn to continue the conversation. I hope she didn't notice any of that. I'm fine. Just thought it was kind of cute that Valerie, of all people, would call her that, would use a nickname. They really ended up getting along well, huh? Are you jealous, perhaps? No. Envious, if anything. Those are pretty similar, Adrian boy. I see. Anyway, if I may ask, did the transfer go well? Did you manage to recall anything that you feel might be of use to us? I'm not running away any longer. After all, I've made my choice. Yeah, did remember some things. Not like I ever truly forgot about any of it, but seeing all those scenes play out like that, it truly brought me back. I think it's a good thing for a writer to be pedantic, though. It's not a bad thing to be pedantic about meanings of words. I guess they feel. That's why I said they're the same. I didn't say they're the same. I did just say they're close. Like jealousy is you're negative towards the other person, or like why you, but like envy is more like I would like it too. I think that's what I would guess right now. I don't, I'm not a jewelry artist, so I don't know much about pendants. But outside of, yeah, I think that might be the difference in the meaning, kind of. I'm happy to hear that. Do you want to talk about any of it? I think so. After spending all this time with simply hiding from the truth, how should I approach this? Maybe you were right when you said that we should all try to make it out of here to the best of our ability. That there's no point in sacrificing ourselves for the ones important to us. I saw a lot of the time I spent with Sophie. No matter what she told me, for some reason I was never able to believe that she actually liked me. No, I kept feeling guilty for wasting her time whenever she reached out to talk to me. I felt like she was only pitying me. Me who never managed to accomplish anything meaningful in his life, who probably never would. Also, all I gotta say, this is pretty cute. I like it. I like I see you struck the balance in some way here by having the reader exist for a while without knowing Adrian's thoughts, but now making sure that all the readers are on a similar page by having Adrian explain what his thoughts and feelings were during that time. But still, there was a time where the reader just existed with the knowledge of the dialogue, of the log, without being able to see the internal monologue. And now we get this. Oh, envy, jealousy is specifically that being taken away from me. Oh, envy would simply be wanting a similar... I see! I see. That is a pretty important distinction. I think mine was closed off, just being like jealousy is being mad at the other person in some way, and envy just being like, I would like that. I think I kinda came close with my, like I said, not a jewelry maker, so I don't know much about pendants, but that's kind of what I arrived at. I was saying, it was nice, all the readers existed for a while on split paths, where we all had to just come up ourselves with what Adrian might be thinking, and now we're being put together back on similar tracks. But it's in a way even where what is happening is not just the narrator tells us it's like this, but like this way you also avoid having the thought bubbles during the thing, the thought fingers that say, oh man, I hope I'm not bothering her. I wonder why she spent so much time with me all the time during the flashback. And then he has to repeat it here, because he has to say it, because he has to convey it to, the other people need to know these things. And now we just get to do them in dialogue. I'm saying, I think you're doing good. I think is that balance. I think you worried about it a lot, maybe, while writing it. And we can tell as the reader, but not in a way that we go, oh man, they're so insecure, but in a way of like, oh, they wrote this well, I think. Or maybe that's just me. Maybe not. You would know better. I haven't watched other playthroughs. I probably won't. You're glad to hear that? That's great. Because there's more video games to play. There's so many more video games to play. I can't be watching people play video games. I could. I would have time. I can just watch it. I could watch it at work. But I like my own thoughts. But that's not how she viewed me at all. She wouldn't want me to give up for her sake. She'd want me to make it out of here. Ah, I'm very glad to hear that's the conclusion you reached. Does that mean that this has strengthened your resolve to try and win this game? Now she's a little southern. No, she's not seductive southerner. She's like just friendly, cute British. Mother, could I acquire you to hand me £1 so I could perhaps purchase a croissant over at the local bakery? I would like to go dance with my friends as well. Yeah, it's the little uptick at the end as well. I think I'm locked in again. Yeah, that's right, and that's why there's something else I want to talk about. Someone else. Am I really doing this? Now Evelyn is not gonna talk for a moment after I locked into the accent. Great. I failed the rare visual novel skill check. Once I say these words, there's no turning back. In the end, this is what I've been avoiding all along. I never once cared about what might happen to Sophie, did I? Or Sophie? I just told myself I did. Told myself I was trying to mess this up on purpose for her sake. So that she, who deserved it so much more, could make it out of here, reunited with the love of her life. But no. More than any of that, more than anything that anyone else might go through, I really only cared about what they might think of me. And truth be told, that hasn't changed. The only thing that has is my determination to end this. Wait, but if part 2 is potentially from Sophie's perspective, she doesn't have a log. How intriguing. Maybe it's also from Emilia's perspective, but that feels kind of like it would be the final thing. But maybe it's a smiley face. Many smiley faces. I see I've come upon something here. I'm excited to... I'm sure the other gimmick will be announced in the announcement. You don't have to. I'll look forward to it. It should be like Friday, right? If I have the Friday or like the weekend. Because I think it was 5 days on like Monday or something. I'm subscribed to the Anamnesia YouTube channel now, where the OSDs are on as well. So no matter where it's posted, I'll see it. Bah! You can't escape. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, let's not talk about it. I was just saying. Also, we don't have to talk about it. I just get to come up with my own little theories in my mind. And you'll never know unless I say them out loud, which when have I ever said words out loud? Have you taken me much for a yapper ever? Like I talk a lot? No, unless it's about something interesting. Wait, like when I play video games and get to make joke and references. Wait, I might talk about it. Ooh. But towards the end. I guess we are getting towards the end, but yeah. It's about Emilia. It's about Emilia, chat. I also remembered the time I spent with Emilia. I finally spelled it out. I'm sorry for lying to you. I did know her myself. I just never told anyone before, not even Sophie. There's not much of a reaction. No hint of surprise on her face, like she could already tell where this was going. She simply nods and, without condemning any of my prior behavior, she asks, "What was she like?" Such a simple question. And yet, one I kept asking myself as well. What was she like? Quiet. Not like me, not as cold and dismissive. She might have just been scared of what other people would think of her, how they perceive her, but instead of simply shutting them out and hiding away, she always tried to portray herself as caring and gentle, calming, kind. She barely knew more about holding a conversation than I did at the time, yet she put in so much more effort into letting me know that she wants to talk to me, that she wants to be likable. And she was. A lot of what she said might have not been her own words. She might have often copied what others have said before her, things she found in the depths of her log. That's why sometimes it felt like her expression and tone of voice didn't match her words, like she was simply acting out the way she thought social interactions were supposed to work. But I still believe she genuinely meant everything she said. That she didn't really want to express what she felt at the time. That she really did want to express what she felt at the time. She just didn't know how. In a way, you remind me of her. Oh, me? In what way? I don't know. Your tone of voice, your choice of words. Oh! Yeah, she was British all along. But if it would have been too obvious if I'd known the twist that all three of them are androids. Yeah. It reads very much like that's what you meant. It's good you didn't say though, cause I think I arrived at something similar for her though, just a little less with the kindly little hop and spark at the end of her words that I give Evelyn. Which maybe actually I should read Evelyn more like a psychopath is what this tells me. But a kind, like a kind, but like the not quite always fully matching. Anyway. She's not an android, but she's definitely some amount of memory copyage, some amount of that. Something weird is, I smell something cooking, and it's a conspiracy. It's fucking conspiracy stew. Put some android in there, put some mind copying, put some memory override in there. Put some, they all are connected to her father and the company somehow in there. Your smile. Oh my god. For the longest time I couldn't remember what her smile looked like. I couldn't remember the way she looked at me that night. We took those photos, 2 of them. One for me, one for her. The one I picked, the one she kept, was the one she smiled on. All those years I only had her expressionless face to look back on. Why did I even keep it? Did she? But now this expression right in front of me. It's the same. Adrian, my boy. Oh, I get it. You were cooked. You were so unbelievably cooked. And now it makes sense why we randomly, in quotes, got a Evelyn sitting there looking at us like that image for this part. They're telling us how unbelievably cooked we are. Gentle and calming, yet eerie and demanding. And it works. It works just like it did back then. Right now, I tell her anything she wants to hear. I do anything she asks of me. Despite falling silent, Evelyn doesn't interrupt me. She simply sits there, patiently, waiting for me to gather my thoughts. One of the nicest things anyone has ever done for me. She also did that. Thank you for listening to me. I think that helped. Really. Adrian, you're not gonna question it more? Oh, that is nothing you need to thank me for. That's what I'm here for, after all. In this room, waiting for me to wake up is what she means, of course. But deep down, I've long since come to the conclusion that that's the role she is meant to fulfill as well. The reason why Null trapped her down here with us. To calm us down, to listen to us, to help us remember. I feel sorry for her. She doesn't have anything to do with this. Or does she? Come on, boy. She doesn't deserve getting caught up in this mess. If her smile and tone of voice is too similar to Amelia's, I mean, if you look at this and you remember that there's something that this is sus, boy. Just be sure to scream loudly, boy, this time. There's people nearby. They can save you, man. But maybe in the moment you don't want to be saved. It's fucked up like that, huh? It's tough, boy. Adrian, boy. He hasn't fully uninstalled the cowboy mod. It's still... Chat, I just realized that I accidentally kind of made Cyberpunk 2077 when I had like the cowboy mod in his mind talking to him. That's kind of just what Keanu Reeves does in Cyberpunk 2077. That's like the whole plot of Cyberpunk 2077. They install a guy in his brain that talks to him. I guess great minds do think alike. And by great minds I mean my random Adrian comedy bit and the CD Projekt Red when they made Cyberpunk 2077. Telling her what she wants to know is the least I can do. So, if I may ask, how did you come to know her in the first place? We went to the same university. Different majors, but had some overlap in our courses anyway. Yeah, why did he think she was studying fashion when she was sitting in the damn same courses he was in? Did he go to Fashion 101? That's when I'm Adrian, I look back. Like, that's why it's cooked that, like, if you didn't have the log, Adrian, you wouldn't remember that you made a stupid, that you answered like a subpower answer like that. I'm happy I don't have the log, man. I would not deal with it well, I think. I think it would be really bad for my mental health if I had a magic lock that locks all the... You just realized the same thing for the first time today. That, Cyberpunk is just a cowboy in your brain talking to you. Did you also imagine him having a little cowboy in his brain that is a mod that he installed that calls him boy? And he goes, Adrian, boy, get the horses ready, Adrian. Or how did you did you individually realize it? It feels... That's what you're referring to? Yeah. I'm surprised because you said today. And I was like, of course you would realize it today. Today is when I made the joke that he has a cowboy mod in his brain. Halfway, offhandedly for a moment. Like, you couldn't have realized it before. Or that he... Oh, maybe that he shouldn't have answered fashion. Maybe, yes, that's what I was referring to was... Didn't mean that. I'm not sure. It's alright. Okay, yeah. I was... That makes more sense. I was surprised. I was like... Yeah, you couldn't have realized that my joke was actually just Cyberpunk any day before today. Yeah. But I don't think it's bad. Because Adrian also just in that moment wouldn't think about it. He's just socially awkward and it's just like, I don't know, fashion. He hit it with the 3 question marks too. So it's canon and it's good. You just naturally arrived at the conclusion he would say that. And I think he would, so. We had some overlap in our courses anyway. At some point she started approaching me. It Took a while until it actually worked out, but then we just kept spending time with one another. For a couple of months at least. What happened then? Nothing, really. She got together with Sophie. I decided if it was better if we just went our separate ways at that point. Oh, so that was before she met Sophie? Yeah. And judging by what you previously said, Sophie doesn't know about any of this? Asking the real questions, huh? That's right. I never told her and told Emilia to keep it to herself as well. Everything that happened to us. This everything entails a lot of things that haven't been explicitly spelled out to us, yet we know what it is, too. But if I'm Evelyn here, I mean, dude, she's cooking that poor boy. Evelyn hears that everything that happened between us and is like, okay. Takes the gun and straight shoots an arrow through his heart. As an arrow gun. It's like, no, I see the fucking... That's the thing you have to push on in Phoenix Wright. Everything that happened between you? Objection, what do you mean everything? Describe it in more detail. I didn't want for things to get even more complicated than they already were. I wanted to keep my distance from it all. Who knows whether Sophie would have let me. I see. Now, I'm sorry for prying, but what kind of relationship did the two of you share? A romantic one as well? Did we? I don't think so, no. He's telling the truth. No, we didn't. When he's saying he didn't think so, he really doesn't think so. I mean, I don't think either of us loved the other. I didn't, did I? I guess other people would have described us as friends with benefits or something like that. We never really discussed what we were or weren't. We just were. Until we weren't. I believe I'm starting to understand. This is why you didn't want to talk about Emilia, isn't it? Why you didn't want Sophie to find out? Yeah. I never had a good reason to take this to the grave. Had I just told her right away, it would have been fine. A funny coincidence. But at some point, that lie had grown too large to ignore. I decided to ignore it anyway. Well, I just want you to know. I am very glad you ended up telling me about it. After all this time I wasted, she doesn't seem angry in the slightest. I might be to blame if we end up losing, if she ends up dying, and yet she doesn't condemn me for it. She's acting as if this is the natural as the truth is, I already knew. What? Oh, 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 oh. What is she talking about? Adrian boy, sweet child. Look at how she's sitting there, looking at you. Or is she looking beyond you? Sorry to say, Adrian. She might be looking at me. Yeah, she knew. I didn't say you were cooked just 'cause you find her attractive. No, I'm saying you're cooked 'cause she sees right through you. Metaphorically and physically. You're not there. I am. I reached my hand out to the Vine Boom sound effect button, but decided not to press it to keep the integrity of the situation. It didn't feel like I should press it for that. I turned back to the screen to continue reading the dialogue. I think about it. Chat, should I keep reading it? I say. No, man, I can't say I say. Ah, I broke character, chat. In the visual novel, it never says I say. It's just their thoughts written out as speak, and then things that happen dialogued. Was that a Sam Lake reference? No, don't know who that is. But turns out I might like that person. I was trying to suddenly, like, am I a character? Are you the character in Sam Lake? See, I was just, you know, she's looking right through us. I was trying to go with it, be a little heady. Just read my thoughts out. The director of Alan Wake, Control, Max. I haven't played Alan Wake, but I know it's good. Alan Wake does that probably, I guess. It's about the author and his book or something in Alan Wake. No, it was a reference to Anamnesia Part 1, where clearly not only is Adrian cooked, but so am I, because she is metaphorically and physically looking through him, looking at me, actually. And that felt like it invited me as the reader, as the person who reads out loud. Alan Wake also does that? Oh, did he do that at the game? I think I remember him doing that at the Game Awards, actually. Maybe I might have seen that. I know what he looks like after you said director of that. He got on screen and also kind of... I didn't know Alan Wake does that, but there you go. No, I did that as a reference to myself as I am reading out Adrian and the whole of the visual novel. And I thought it might be kind of cute if suddenly, instead of only you, chat, getting read out the description of what's happening in the visual novel, I also start reading out what happens here, as if suddenly I am just a simple part of the story all along. But then I said after I said something which has never been said in the visual novel, which we can check by saying I said. Oh. Okay, it has been said a bunch, but I don't think it has been maybe said in his thoughts. The thoughts are not in the log, though. It doesn't make sense in the log, but you know what I mean. I kind of broke the immersion of this cool moment that I was trying to build, but I really like this image. It's a good image. It makes so much sense. Has she been deceiving us as well? Boy, she's looking through you. She's not... I wouldn't call it deceiving. She just knows. Did she know about Amelia all along? Did she? While you and Valerie were busy with the transfer, Oliver accompanied me to the living room, where I told him what we have found in the meantime. And one of the things we did was to once again look through the file cabinet we had now managed to open. That's when we found something I had previously missed. A photo. A photo? Our photo, of course. But wait, does that mean? So Oliver saw it as well? Yes. In fact, he took it with him. At this point, he's most likely shown it to Amelia herself, hoping it might help her to finally remember you. I see. Remember me. She will remember me after all. If she does, it might just help us with learning more once Oliver returns, don't you think? Yeah. I nod absent-mindedly. See, I was actually not doing Alan Wake director. I was doing Adrian from Anamnesia Part 1. Except like me, but the writing style of these is what I was trying to... I was trying to extend the what's real and what isn't real. If we just wait for a while longer, Oliver might return with clues that could help us with finally solving this. Great, isn't it? Yeah. I wasn't for this reference, or not much, I wouldn't even call it a reference, but for this thing that wasn't like a deep grab. I've been saying and reading this stuff out loud so much that I was like, I can extend it. Wait, you know, but is Adrian real? The Adrian is real! Can we get much higher? So high. Oh, that's great, isn't it? No. Once Oliver returns, it's too late. Once Oliver returns, Nathan will also return to his team. Once Oliver returns, Sophie will learn the truth. No! They took from us what we wanted the most! Ah! How could they do this to us? We're back in reality, really, now. Emilia just a little memory again. A face that's like hers is not present in front of us, staring through us so piercingly. We are back to existence fully and truly. Without wasting another second, I place my hands on the edges of the pot to lift myself up and step outside. It's not like I didn't have a plan when I decided to reveal the truth. I just didn't expect to be this short on time. I need to act. Fast. Sure, that's great news, but I don't think we should wait for that. I mean, we have no way of knowing how much progress the other team has made at this point, right? So, even before Oliver returns, we should do whatever we can to figure this out. And I think I have an idea on how to approach that. Oh, really? That's great. What is it? Mama, could I buy a pretzel from the store? I would only need £1 to get to the corner store to buy a pretzel. Well, I've been thinking. The reason we never really felt like we were making any progress towards finding an answer was probably because we didn't even know what the question was. So I felt that maybe we should have tried to think about that first. What did Null mean when he asked us to find the truth about Emilia? That's what my idea is about. I think I might know what the question we're supposed to answer is. Really, there's only one thing that comes to mind. One thing that everyone who knew Emilia has been wondering about these past 2 years. What happened to her? Why has she disappeared all of a sudden? Did she just decide to run off somewhere? Was she a kidnapper? Something else entirely? And why is she here now? Sorry, I mean kidnapped. What is the point of this game? Those are the kinds of questions we should be asking ourselves. Very little gold star. I quite like that way. The auto text progress there on that specific text box. Each little thing had its own little... I don't know if you did anything special for that, or if that's just what happens when you have short sentences in a row with the automatic, but it felt rhythmic. It would have been really nice to read if I wasn't reading it out loud. If I read it out, I mean, reading it out loud, it gives me an idea of how to pace it, but I've been trying to do a slower pace overall. You did that manually? Nice, good job. I noticed it. I'm much slower. Oh my. I'm talking too much. I'm much slower. So you're saying I'm not finishing it in like the next hour, huh? That makes sense. We still have to solve the whole thing. No, I'm not worried. I wouldn't, but yeah. Yeah, then a breakpoint soon-ish might be pretty useful. Yeah, I guess we did say the whole flashback thing should take like 2 hours my time, and at this point it's been like 3 hours my time. No, almost 4. Whoops. It's because I can't, for this, I can't talk and progress the game at the same time. It's not like we need to figure out who Emilia is. We already know. What kind of truth is that? If that was all, the other team would have won with the first round. Simply thanks to Sophie not keeping her mouth shut until the very last minute. Instead, I think we should focus on the things we don't know. I feel like all of what I'm saying is entirely obvious, and yet we haven't really talked much about this at all. Instead, we only just revealed how we knew her, what our relationship with her was. Part of me wants to keep just playing though, but I'll keep going for a bit. I feel like well, this is the revelations part. I just want at least a little bit of revelation. I want to get like a crumb of revelation. I'll just sleep at work. No, don't do that, they say. Yeah. Well, I'll not do after this one then. I want a little more juice. I'm not saying that was a waste, not at all. I think if we didn't, we'd never be able to connect the dots. After all, we wouldn't even know the dots in the first place. Do I know them now? Do I have all the hints to solve this? Yeah. That's about it. I see. I think you have a point. Those lingering mysteries might just be what we're supposed to solve this entire time. Do you already have a potential answer in mind as well? Not at all. Just vague ideas. I definitely need to think this through for a little bit longer and, well, I guess we should probably enjoy this with Valerie anyway. Oh, you are absolutely right. She went to dry her clothes a while ago. We should go check on whether she's done by now. Drying her clothes, huh? Now that she mentions it, I'm completely drenched as well. Obviously, after soaking in water for over an hour. Yeah, and maybe I should dry mine as well. I suppose so. I will explain your plan to her in the meantime. I simply nod, then let my eyes dart toward the exit. Evelyn nods in turn, and we leave this room behind. Once and for all, I hope. We arrive in front of the bathroom. Evelyn knocks on the door. Valerie, are you still in there by any chance? A couple of seconds pass and the door swings open. Yeah, I just got done though. This is making me think if I played Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, I would probably spend 60 to like 80 hours if I played that game on stream. I think that's a kind of no-go. I don't stream enough to be able to do that. I'm just because I'm realizing how much I like to talk while the thing is going on, and that one is like 40 hours when I played it, and I wasn't talking to people. This entire thing is as long like, yeah. I guess it really is. Yeah, you're like 6 to 8 hours, that's like, well, if you say it's 4 to 6. I see, I hear you. Okay, maybe I played the Great Ace Attorney cases a little fast and even compared. But yeah. In the next one, I see you've thought about the comparison in length, because in the next one we'll have to play an Ace Attorney minigame instead of doing the log. I hear you. That's cool. Sorry for leaking it. I mean, chat, we don't really know if that's it or not yet, but, you know. Who knows? She looks over at me. I'm joking. Took you long enough. We had a couple of things to discuss before heading over here. I will tell you about those while Adrian dries his clothes. I see, fair enough. Wanna head to the kitchen then? That was my plan as well, yes. Just come join us when you're done, alright, Adrian? It should be obvious, but I'm glad she mentions it either way. Yeah, sure. She opens the door and they both turn towards the kitchen. Evelyn will take care of all this for me, huh? Tell her about my plan and about the rest as well, I wonder. The door closes behind them, and I'm left feeling slightly uneasy. Maybe I should have said something, I don't know. But it's too late now. Anything else will have to wait for once I'm, well, dry. I shake my head as if to discard any lingering worries I might have and finally enter the bathroom. Bathroom scene! Whoa! Just wish it was an Evelyn bathroom scene instead, man. After locking the door behind me, I quickly take off my clothes to throw them in the dryer at the other end of the room. Whoa! As I start the device, its rhythmic sound fills the air. 7 minutes. What a waste of time. Not like I have any right to complain. After all, I still need to figure out what I'm going to tell them. I still need to put my thoughts in proper order. I want to make this happen, don't I? I want to end this game before Sophie learns the truth. Chat Joe's horn. What? What are you... I don't know what you're talking about. Whatever did I say? Oh, I'm stretching. Ugh. I should have made a... Oh wait, I made a screenshot, it's fine. I was like, I should have made a save there. I should make a save now in case my game alter force. An accident. Yep. I need to make sure she dies before the end of the current round. She dies. What? I didn't do anything. Before the end of the current round. As fucked up as it sounds, that's the goal I set for myself, isn't it? You can't think about it that way, Adrian. Well, I just think it's kind of funny to say a thing like that in such a sweet chat. You have to say a thing that is a little bit, that makes chat react a little bit sometimes. I'm doing it for the love of the game. But am I wrong, chat? That's all I'll say. You guys wouldn't mind if that was there either. You would be like, I mean, I guess if someone drew the art for it, you would be like, that's kind of cool, I guess. Don't act like you're so innocent, chat room. That's okay. It's not a bad thing. We're all fine. You're all fine. Look. My heart beats the shit out of me for even daring to think this way. Well, androids still have to shower, probably. But I don't know. You could try to do a teeth brushing scene. Like in... that story anime, where the name is Story Monogatari. What do you mean that's not what you meant? How else would I read that? What if her clothes were wet and she had to dry them and take them off? What if she went in the pod? I don't... Oh, why I asked for it? Because she's very pretty. And, you know... What if she had to dry her clothes and you asked your artist to draw it? I thought that was pretty obvious. It's not like I wasn't aware of this before. I take a deep breath and try to focus on what I know. Somewhere, somehow, there has to be a way to connect all the hints I've gathered. And there's been a lot of things that stood out. Luckily, I constantly checked my log, otherwise I probably would have missed half of them. Anyway, chat, I don't know why you're talking about Android bathroom scenes and why you're talking about Evelyn wanting to see Evelyn take a shower. I don't know why you're talking about all that. You gotta focus up. We're getting rewarded for checking our logs so much right now. Thank you, game, for explicitly telling me I've done a good job. If only No. There's been a lot of things that stood out. Luckily, I constantly checked my log. Otherwise, I would have probably missed half of them. In the beginning, I felt they might just be a coincidence. Nothing I shouldn't waste any further time investigating. But as they began to accumulate, this place and what happened in 2071, an experiment to bypass the delay between Neuralink and brain. Some cult obsessed with nanologs and memories being stored within. Emilia's secret obsession with the urban legends surrounding it all. Her mother's death. The more I think about these things, the clearer the path connecting them all to a coherent narrative becomes. A story about the tragedy of a young girl losing her mother, about her trying to understand what might have led to it, digging up whatever she might find that's related to her mother's past. About her search for answers going too far, getting involved in something far more dangerous than expected. I can see it clearly now. So clearly that I can hardly believe that I'm the first to reach this conclusion. I go back through the most crucial parts of my log, making sure there aren't any obvious inconsistencies I overlooked, but no matter how much time I spent, it all seems to fit. Is this really it? Maybe I really did find the truth. Hello, fuckers! This is Noel. Come to the fucking room, you little fuckers. I look over and I wonder why did they... That's a different Noel. He didn't sound like that before. 7 minutes pass in the blink of an eye, but it's fine. Oh no, it's the... Oh, sorry. It was the clothes dryer. But it's fine. It was all the time I needed. I nod to myself while swiftly taking the still pleasantly warm clothes from the dryer. Ooh, that sounds like such a luxury. I never had a dryer. There's no more time to waste. I need to discuss this with the others. Though I have put clothes on like the heaters, on like the radiators before. And then you wear them when they're nice and warm from the radiator. Yeah, that goes hard. I need to discuss this with the others. After putting my clothes back on, I head straight for the kitchen. And I'm assuming this is where you would say is a good point for cutting it. Developer. But I'm wondering, like, I think the problem might be that if I keep going for like a few more scenes, it one gets late and two there's not. I'll end up with having like only an hour left, and if I stop like this, I still have like a juicy amount left, a more juicy amount left. I think that's kind of why. I'm assuming that's kind of why this might be a good cutoff point, because let's assume there's only like theoretically an hour left. That might end up being 2 hours with the way I play it. And if I played like half an hour, so actually like an hour off it, then I would only have like half an hour, so an hour left, which makes this like a good cutoff point. But also, would one more line really hurt? I guess so, but then there you... To finish it. You calling me slow? Are you calling me slow? Yeah, I'm reading kind of slowly. And then I'm talking about it, yeah. That's fine, that's appropriate. Let's just say if I was just playing by myself, my ass would not be stopping right now. My ass would look at the time and be like, oh well, I'm sure. Like, yeah, like I can still read for a bit. I mean, come on, it's just getting interesting. It's really heating up. I'm gonna get rewarded for my for all my log checking. There you are. As I walk in, the two of them are sitting at the table, still discussing something. Whether it's about my plan or how else we could proceed, who knows? I could ask, but they'll probably tell me anyway. I have informed Valerie of everything you told me in the pod room. See, there's my answer. I simply nod, then shut the door behind me and take a seat as well. So... yeah, so first of all, you're a fucking idiot. You really thought I hadn't figured out that you knew Emilia yet? No, I pretty much expected you to know at this point, but yeah. Sorry. She sighs. I really should have told her in person, but I felt like she would kill me after lying about it the entire time. Time for a quick second playthrough. I skip through and never open the log. I hear you. Yeah, I think I might keep going for like another... yeah, just another like 10 minutes. I do not... it's weird. I don't want to finish it today after like midnight, at like 30 minutes after midnight. And then not have time to ruminate on it in like a chill environment. So realistically, finishing it Friday makes the most sense, because Saturday I don't have to get up for work in the morning, and then Friday I can start playing at like 18 or 19 or 17 or something, and then have time to ruminate on the stuff afterwards without being super sleepy and feeling like I should go to bed because I have work tomorrow. It's whatever. It's whatever. I'd love to give you a piece of my mind right now, but let's be real, we got more important things to take care of. Like why we're here, or why Emilia has disappeared in the first place. That was your idea, right? Honestly, I should have thought of this way sooner. Guess I was so focused on trying to solve this that I didn't even notice that I had no idea what kind of question I'm trying to answer in the first place. I'll save here. I'll save. It's only 10 minutes after that, but you know, maybe tomorrow I'll start in the 10 minutes back. Or not tomorrow. There's no stream tomorrow. I'm working and then I'm gonna get home late and eat food and hang out. But not on stream. I'm saving here. And I'm giving just some of my thoughts. Meanwhile, chat. I'll open the log and give some musics and thoughts. Okay. Now Valerie and Adrian, there is some of the mystery of why Emilia disappeared. Very enjoyable stream once more. Thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I am wondering if this is really what Null wants to know, though. It feels like we're not considering the fact that Emilia is right there. She is here. She does not have her memory, but she is here. And it feels still a little off why Null would want us to figure out why she disappeared. At least in the way that before we had assumed what Null's objectives might be. Right? Before we were thinking Null might want to find something out from us about her. We were worried about, oh, we shouldn't reveal too much about Emilia because this sick freak wants to know it too. But this sick freak, Null, found Emilia somewhere, acquired her somewhere, and put her there. So I would assume he might already know or have to do with what happened to Emilia. And at that point, it might be less about him wanting to learn information from us, and instead about punishing us in some way. Some kind of game. You know? I mean, obviously, in a way, if there is a right answer that he's looking for, he must kind of know what the right answer is, otherwise he wouldn't know if what we're saying is true, or in this case it's less a question of truth and more a question of is it correct? You know, chat. So, yeah, I'm in, because he set this whole thing up, of course. We know her, he knows all the stuff that are in the memory logs. He wants us to figure something out, puzzle something together here. But the purpose can't really be to find out what happened to Emilia, how she disappeared. Because I think Emilia isn't missing anymore. She's like right here. Right? That is a thing that doesn't quite add up yet with the previous thought, which this question that we are trying to answer though makes sense, assuming that Null knows what happens to Emilia and therefore can tell if we come to the right answer, and really this is about making us, you know, feel bad about what we've done in some way or other and be like, figure out that maybe it was our fault, or the whole android thing, or maybe I should say less about android and more about am I my body kind of thing of, you know, through this we're still trying to piece together an Emilia somewhere along the way. Maybe what happened is that she wanted to wipe away herself and have the other self that potentially might exist that she thought about rebuilt in her body, and that's why she went away. And actually Null is her father, probably helping her out doing what she wanted to do, but in like a fucked up little way. There's definitely something there. I can see it. She wasn't sure still. It was mentally eating at her, and then she looked for some kind of way to be erased, to give her body to the other her self that could have had a chance to exist, which now that it's being put together, given her memories and her feelings and whatever, ends up being kind of not distinguishable from the previous Emilia. But is it the same Emilia? I don't know. I don't know, chat. Those are just some thoughts here that I'm still connecting, and I think that's why it's very good that I'm stopping around now, because otherwise I might not have time before falling asleep. You like my thoughts? You're welcome. I must give my little commentary and my little jokes and my little insights on my thoughts like this, not just because you're here, dear developer of this cool game, dear writer. Extra more because you're here, but I mean in general, more so because you're here, really. For just a general audience, I could also have had this just be a I'm reading the thing out to you kind of thing, with less of my input, though this is, since there's no decisions, this is very much a thing where I have to stop at benign points and give my thoughts and inputs for the viewers to have something that makes this my own and not just a reading of the thing. But yeah, I'm sure you've had, the other people that played the game have also to some extent read out the text, and while I can say, wow, I have a nice voice for reading out the stuff and listening to me read it out, it's surely enjoyable in and of itself. I think it would be a little dishonest to say that I am the type of person that would just read the thing out and not build his own thoughts. We're studying the same stuff. I've played these games before. Well, I have, but I've stood, you know, I'm a fit. So, it's like, I want to engage with this, and being on a stream, it lets my words exist after I said them, perceived by others. Truly, I would need to write stuff down to really sort them out, but the quality of the choices of how they decided to voice the characters varies wildly. I can imagine. And I'm sure that is pretty fun to see. I sure did go for some choices. I'm sure for some people Oliver is a little bit more serious, and maybe Evelyn to some people is seductive. I don't know. Now that I know, I might, you know, give Evelyn a little bit of a colder, still kind tone too. If now that I'm seeing the similarities of how her and how Emilia acted and that kind of stuff, you know, the Evelyn voice is kind of a little bit of a joke. It's still supposed to reflect her kind and sweet nature, but yeah, thank you. I also think they're interesting and connected to what today's session has been about. Thank you, my psychiatrist. Session sounds so much like a psychiatry thing, that's why. Session, but I know what you're saying, don't worry. Yeah, this game, I like it. I like your story. Girl, I like the story. And I can tell the chat is, oop, that's the wrong one. Yup, we can put this one black on. And I can tell the chat is screaming. Waiter, waiter. More Anamnesia Part 1, Am I My Body, please. Well, there will be more today. I've given many thoughts, some reflections, some musings on what I think is going on, what might be going on, how I feel about the things, and it was very fun. I enjoyed it. Like I said, if it's just me and I'm not reading things out, and I'm not worried about making it a good experience for other people, this is definitely like a point where I would keep reading. I would simply just keep reading, and it wouldn't matter so much if it's like, you know, if I finish an hour and 20 minutes or something from now, hour and a half from now, because I would just simply be able to quickly go to bed if I was reading by myself. But I would want the time after finishing it to think about it and express my thoughts too. So therefore, we're calling it for today. I hope you all had a good stream, had a good time here. You don't have to say it again that you did. I already read you. Yeah, you're welcome. Don't worry. Don't worry. Like I said, I've read your messages. You seemed happy. And if you are watching and haven't participated in the chat, that's alright. I like you too. If you're just quietly watching, I like you too. You can hit the follow button now or after I'm done. And I hope all of you watching still have a wonderful morning, day or night, wherever you are. And I'll see you on Friday around 18 when I'll continue playing the game. Alright, see ya!